Myself pretty good.
We're pretty live.
We're live.
Yeah.
Hi, friends.
Hi.
Okay.
Well, welcome to Beyond the Bench, episode 67, January 14th, 2021, the podcast where Josh may or may not have a mild concussion. We have yet to figure it out medically speaking, but we'll see how it goes. The podcast is about everything and absolutely nothing. Justin, hi.
I have no lighter.
Wow,
I just noticed.
you love not having a lighter.
This
Hey?
kid is just a psycho.
I'm
of
going
the
through my
same
shit and I'm like, fuck, I have no lighter.
I have
Hi.
one.
Leo, say hi.
Hi.
Josh, Mario, Luigi, and the what's it called? The star?
Yeah, star. I forgot Yoshi. Fuck, I'm pissed.
What's it called? The actual name of the star though? It's like the Power Star or something.
Touch me, baby. Can't you see that I am not a friend? Da, 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 da.
How's everybody feeling tonight? This is what is this? A 5:47 p.m. pod pre-curfew.
Well, the guy is called the Starman. That's his like name.
That's fucking lame.
the Starman.
First appearance, Super Mario Bros. Please be careful with this.
And that's it.
Guys, I'm out of it today. I'll be honest with you.
I don't know. You were like thriving like 20 minutes ago.
20 minutes ago,
Yeah, you were, like, big energy, you know?
but I smacked my head so hard on that cupboard last night. It's fucking ridiculous. Does it show that I have a big bump?
Well, now it's like right up here.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, exactly.
Just a little bit, yeah.
That's up there with stubbing your toes when you smack your head on something really hard.
That's different though, because stubbing your toe goes away. That stays.
Yeah, but still, like you hit your head and you're just what do you mean?
What?
It doesn't. It goes away. It's a fucking mark.
Yeah, but the stubbing your toe is not gonna like stay more than like a minute max.
Can you imagine every
Like
time?
he's still suffering from it. You're stubbing your toe. Imagine a day later, you're like, bro, I smashed my toe. It's like,
He's not actually suffering from it though. He's suffering from yesterday.
yeah.
It's not still hurting his head right now. That's like, unless you're like a little.
No, like
bitch.
if I touch it, it hurts.
Oh my god.
Imagine,
It's like Harry Potter. Oh,
Yeah. Voldemort is in the area. I feel him. Imagine your entire life, every time you like hurt yourself or you bump your head somewhere, the mark that's there never goes away.
we would be marked forever.
That's what I'm saying. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
at the end of your life, you just have like
get you later.
First of all,
marks everywhere.
all our toes would be pretty much like our big toe would be non-existent for every human being. What are you doing?
It's just like he looks like a dog looking like to lie down where he's just spinning in a circle. Fuck. Yeah, you'd have fucking marks everywhere. Like just every bump becomes a scar. Imagine.
I don't know. What do you feel is like the body part that you hit the most in your life? I feel like it's not even the toe because the toe like it only hurts because it's very like
Your hand,
Once
like
in
your
a-
knuckle. It's always like your knuckle on something.
I don't know.
It's always your knuckle on something. It's like you're trying to grab something and you scratch it on something. Like sometimes I'll look at my hands and I'll just be like, where the fuck did this scratch come from?
Yeah.
Like last week or 2 weeks ago, I had a massive cut, dude, on my finger. It's still recovering now, but like I have zero clue where it came from. I have no idea.
The hand ones you don't feel that much. I find it's weird. What are you doing? Yeah, like I work, I have to carry boxes and sometimes I have to go through this like little like tight area. So
You're just
like-
scraping.
yeah, so I'm carrying the boxes and sometimes like I'll just fucking scrape because you're passing and you just scrape the whole side of your hand.
It's the worst, dude.
That's me at least 4 or 5 times already. Fuck. 3
I
months I'm
hate
there.
carrying boxes because there's no grip on them, dude. Like you're trying to carry a bunch of things. When I have to take my recycling out, I'll take the box down, but I'll put shit in the box. But it's like you're trying to carry 5 or 6 different things in your hand, but there's no grip anywhere on it. You know what I mean?
Depends for what. Cardboard boxes are full of grip.
No, what do you mean?
I find it grippy.
No, but like there's no way to like kind of like insert your hand somewhere. You have to like put it under, you know what I mean? And then like you
have to go
lose
for
all
under.
grip everywhere else.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
man.
keeps you unstable. When I was working at like Nesta and like the bins, because they would put their glasses under, sometimes I would go to like grab glasses and they were full broken, and I would just grab a full broken glass, man, and my whole hand would start bleeding. It was terrible.
It's fucking gangster.
But I was
though.
like, chill, okay, I get to like take a break from work for like 20
yeah,
minutes.
just fucking peel the shards of glass out of your hand.
Yeah, it's fucked. They're really small too. You're there like fucking picking
The
them
only
out.
break you get from work is when you get cut open by glass. Think
Yeah.
about that for a second.
Yeah.
Horrible.
And then it sucks because like you go into the manager's office and like you're sweating, bro, and he's just sitting there like almost like you feel like they're doing nothing.
No,
He's, like,
they're working
sitting-
even harder than everybody else, I would imagine.
Depends what level you're at.
Yeah.
Well, not physically, that's for sure.
No, but mentally.
I don't know about mentally too, man. Sometimes, like, look, I've seen some bosses that like they just fucking do nothing.
If you're running a nightclub, mentally, you're for sure drained.
I feel like you're more mentally drained like during the week than you are the actual night itself, because the night itself is being handled by all your employees. The bartenders are
Yeah.
there, the alcohol's filled up, whatever. It's
You're
during
having
the
a
week.
good time too.
You're having a good time. During, you know, I'm sure your friends, like if I had a nightclub, my friends would be there all the time.
Mm.
That they do that shit, right?
Yeah.
So during the week, when they have to restock and do all these things, I feel like that's where the headache is.
It's fucked though, because like you're talking about cutting your hand on glass. I find those are the cuts that they don't even hurt. It's just the shock of looking. You're like, oh fuck, now I'm bleeding. Like I gotta find a band-aid.
Yeah, like you
They
don't
hurt
yell
afterward.
about it. You're
They-
just like,
yeah.
oh fuck.
I have a
Yeah.
scar right here. Look, this is a piece of glass that cut me wide open once.
What were you
and
trying to
it's still
cut?
here.
What were you trying to do? Cut yourself? Fuck.
No, I was actually fucking. I was lifting.
That one right there.
Yeah, right here. Yeah,
Dude, that looks like almost like lethal.
Yeah, no, for real.
yeah,
like
it's
a little
fucking-
closer in and like deeper.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. It's because I was lifting something and like I was in the truck, and I was like trying to lift it from under, but at the same time I was like pressing on like it was like a meuble, like what do they
Yeah,
call it
yeah.
in English?
Furniture.
Yeah,
A
furniture.
piece of furniture.
A piece of furniture with glass windows, and it was lied down straight. A piece of furniture, and it was lied down straight with the glass facing up.
Yeah.
So I was trying to lift it up, and as like I didn't think I was forcing this hand
So
on
the
it, but
glass
it was
broke.
glass. It just shattered everywhere, and it cut me open.
Brutal.
Did you ever
Yeah.
break a mirror?
No, it's bad luck. 7 years. You can't
Yeah.
do that.
I
But-
think I've shattered one.
Yeah, I've broken 2 in my life.
By looking at it, or just because?
I think it was there, and I was like,
Imagine, Mom, the mirror
oh,
broke. What happened?
I
I
just
was
got
looking
your
at myself.
joke. I just got your joke.
I was playing hide and go seek at my parents' house a long time ago, and I went in the closet and I stood on something to go hide.
You haven't been out since, huh?
Huh? Yeah. I'm so out of it. Huh? I stood on something. All I hear is like a. I'm like, nah, what the fuck was that? I thought it was a window. I opened the door to see the mirror completely cracked.
On the
dude.
floor.
It was laying on something. Like there was a pile of clothes, or there was like a suitcase or something. Then a mirror laying on that. So I climbed up on top of that when I got in the closet to stand on that. And so the pressure of my body weight broke the mirror. And I remember for like years after being like, fuck, man, like I have such bad luck. And I remember I would always lose shit.
You still lose shit.
Yeah,
Don't
but
blame
not-
it on your
yeah,
broken
no, no,
mirror
no, no.
15 years ago.
I don't lose shit to the extent that I used to lose a phone, dude, every week.
How
I
long
used to
ago did
lose
this happen?
This is when I was probably like 10 or something.
Okay, so you had 7 years. So
Yeah.
at 17.
But I
like,
broke
you're
a
good.
second one like kind of 4 years in, so like it kind of compounded, you know what I mean?
The
So-
compound, yeah, definitely
for sure,
compounds.
dude. Every mirror you every mirror you break, it's 7
But let me
years.
ask you something now.
How
Let's
does
say,
it
let's say,
compound then?
so let's say you break a mirror. Okay, it's 7 years bad luck.
Mm.
We're some mathematics now. Okay, let's say at year 4.
Let's do math.
Let's say at year 4 you break another mirror.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, are you starting from 7 from there again, a new 7, or are you finishing those 7 and then adding an additional 7?
No,
to make
you're
it
starting.
14?
You're starting from the 4.
Okay, so then your 3 years are eliminated.
No, because those 3 years are like double bad luck.
Yeah.
Does it overlap, or does it
Yeah.
just does it continue?
Those overlapping 3 years, you're gonna have double bad luck for sure.
Yeah.
It's 2 mirrors worth of bad luck.
Yeah, I feel that overlap, and then
Yeah.
as the one expires, the other one continues.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
It's like when you get double detention. You know what I mean in high school. It
Yeah.
just it overlaps, but then once that double's done, and the next day you have just a regular detention, you're just chilling. You know, so
Alright.
you're waiting for those 3 years to get rid of like the double bad luck from the 2 mirrors, and then after for the remaining 4 years, you're like, fuck it, I just have like regular.
If
bad
that's
luck.
like your bad luck, like you got pretty good luck.
What, losing shit?
No, like meaning like imagine like in those 3 years nothing really bad happened to you.
No, I
Truly.
mean- I mean, I had a couple pets that got hit by cars.
Actually, oh my god! I was like, Chico got hit by a car. Fuck! Don't tell me that
No,
shit.
I actually
He's
had
alive.
I had a German Shepherd a long time ago that my dad found and it ran away, and I blamed it on the mirror. I remember.
Your dad found and then the dog ran away.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like, fuck this house. I'm
Yeah.
out of here, man.
I still remember it was a German Shepherd. It was named Cindy.
It's a girl.
Yeah. I was always like, what the fuck kind of a name is Cindy for a dog?
Okay, my cousin's dog name was Bruno.
What?
Bruno.
Yeah.
Can I guess the breed?
Yeah, sure.
Small or big? Medium.
Yeah.
Beagle.
No.
Bruno. Bruno's not even that bad though.
Bruno.
The thing is,
yeah,
the
but like,
thing is,
Hi, this is
that-
my dog Bruno.
yeah, like,
Bro,
yeah.
what?
It's fucked up because I knew that dog pretty much when I was born or when I was a little kid. So like to me, like Bruno is a dog name. So when I meet a human called Bruno, it's like, bro, why is your dog like? Why is your name like a dog?
Yeah.
You know?
What
I
would be the
associate-
weirdest dog?
It's a
name?
poodle, by the way.
Like Michael. You know what I mean? Like,
Like
it's-
Mike.
Yeah. This is
Come
my
here, Mike.
Yeah.
Jesus.
This is my English. This is my English. Jesus.
Yeah. It's my dog Jesus.
Jesus. This is my English bulldog named Steven. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that would work though.
Yeah.
A
If I
friend-
get a raccoon, I'm calling it Steve.
A raccoon.
Oh my
yeah,
God, yeah.
Obviously, if I get a pet, if raccoons ever become like domesticated, if I'm allowed to have a raccoon, I'm calling it Steven.
That would be pretty sick
You
though.
can do it.
Yeah.
I'll help you.
Yeah.
Just
I always-
get your
I-
rabies vaccine.
I always said the chillest pet to have, like if ever, I forget who I was talking about this with the other day, like what's the wild animal that you would want to have as a pet? And I was saying lion, but then they said monkey or like in the words of Leo, a chimpanzee.
A chimpanzee.
Chimpanzee.
And I'm like, fuck, a monkey would be chill because like they understand humor. They
No.
laugh.
Yeah, but monkeys freak me out, bro. I'm not down.
What do you mean? What are they?
I don't
Why
know.
do they freak you
They're all
out?
like weird. Like I get that we're monkeys too, but like they're like really weird.
But like
all
guaranteed he's not gonna attack you.
Yeah, like any wild animal that you have as a pet would, in theory, be domesticated, so he won't attack. He
But
won't like
sometimes-
sling
because
shit at
because
you.
sometimes dogs turn on their owner. Let's say there's like a guaranteed fact for sure that this
Mhm.
animal will never turn on you. Then we can start going crazy shit now.
Well, it
Oh,
has
yeah.
the same. Let's say it has the same percentage chance of turning on you than your dog would.
Okay, that's
Okay.
like pretty low.
Like Leia would never turn on me.
Yeah, exactly.
She's way too fucking cute.
I was
man.
thinking about me. Like
Leia.
you're calling me your dog.
what the
Leo,
fuck?
Leo would never turn on us.
Well, Leo wouldn't, and Leo wouldn't either.
Yeah. At that point, dude, I would probably get like.
Fucking Komodo dragon, something fucking sick like
Yeah.
that, bro. You know?
Dragon. That's
No,
not
they're
fun,
a little
though.
slow. They're a
Yeah,
little
they are
You
slow.
can see Justin walking a Komodo dragon. Like he's going around the neighborhood with a
What
Komodo
animal
dragon
would more
on a
realistically
leash.
like smoke a joint with me? Probably a monkey.
A monkey. But do
Yeah,
monkeys
there's
have
the video of that chimp
Yeah.
taking bong hits.
Yeah.
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 Oh, that video's great, man.
monkeys
you see the video
have-
of him?
Yeah.
No.
Bro, he's literally like chilling in a basketball jersey, I think, at like
At
a house party, taking bong hits with
For
everybody.
real?
Yeah, so-
Yeah, I would bring him to house parties. That's what I'm saying. Like I would bring him to parties.
You think you
and
get
shit.
laid all kinds if you had a pet monkey?
Yeah,
It was like a 30-second clip. Like they just see the monkey like walking in with the jersey, and then it cuts to him taking a bongi, and he's blitzed on the couch eating chips, and then
to
it
him
cuts
munching.
again, and then after he's like passed out like on the couch sleeping.
It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, I would definitely bring him to parties. That's 100% something that you bring. Where, oh my god, you're gonna get all those. Is that a monkey? Oh my god, can I
100%.
touch him?
But that's like any animal. Like if you would smash a tiger at a house party, dude, like you're.
I was gonna say tiger as my first animal. I find tigers A are beautiful, B like they're just sick. You could like if you could ride your tiger like in the streets,
For me, it would be a lion or a monkey.
an elephant, bro. Make it into like a war elephant. Like
Yeah,
golden-
but where are you gonna fit the elephant
like
in
the
your
golden.
house?
Ah, I'll
This is your house. You live under it.
Yeah, for,
Yeah,
Just
sure.
tape yourself to its stomach.
set up camp
Sure.
underneath the fucking elephant. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to
Just
fit
put it
it.
in the yard. Fuck.
A lion would be sick because like there's that guy. What's his name? Dean Schneider.
Yeah.
That
Hey
he does-
guys.
Hey guys. He does the. He's part of a lion pride. Like it would be so badass to be part of a lion pride. Imagine you getting into a fight with. You're walking in the street.
Someone's
Someone
fucking with you when you
no
have,
one's
when you have a
fucking
tiger or
with
a
you if you have
lion.
a tiger. That's what
Unless they have a gun.
Give me a later.
Even at that,
Even at that,
it takes more than one shot to kill a lion.
yeah. Unless you
No.
shoot it in the
Headshot, you're done.
Yeah, right in
Heart,
the face.
you're
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
First of all, they don't know what these things are, bro. They get hit, they're like cowering right away.
You think?
Guaranteed. Yeah.
yeah.
I think wild animals like that, like lions and shit, if they get hit in a spot that doesn't kill them right away, they get more angry.
If it's a bullet that's like cracking bones, I don't think so.
Like,
man.
do you ever see like
You
a
know how much that
fucking
hurts?
like a bear, for example, like fight a human, for example, and
Well-
it's like the guy, like the bear's attacking the guy, and the guy's stabbing the fucking bear, and the bear's not
Yeah.
moving. He's literally just eating into shreds while he's fucking getting
I've
stabbed.
never seen that. That's messed up.
Yeah.
This is a weird thought. This is a weird thought that I've always had. Like, if giants existed, okay, like if I stab you right now,
Yeah.
like it hurts, you're gonna bleed, you'll probably die,
Yeah.
depending on where I stab you.
Yeah.
If there's somebody who's double your size and height, and I stab them, will it have the same effect?
Yeah, because somebody that's double is like 2 times shorter than me would have the same effect. So by that ratio, it would be the same thing.
Well,
Let's
it
say
comes down more to width.
Well, like
Yeah.
let's say 3 times your size. You're what? You're 5'9"?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say 3 times that. So let's say 5'9" times 5, I don't know, whatever. Let's say 16. Jesus Christ. Let's say a 16-foot person.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's more, but yeah.
And I stab him the same way I stab you. I think because like if you're a giant and you get stabbed or you get shot, it doesn't affect you the same way
Yeah,
because
but
you're
giants
bigger.
are they 3 times, like literally 3 times bigger? So they're also 3 times wider
Yeah,
And thicker.
yeah,
and thicker. So
Yeah,
their leg is
exactly.
3 times my leg.
yeah.
Like if you stab a giraffe, bro, you can kill it. Guaranteed. Those are like 16 feet tall.
I just had like a mental image of Leo going on like a rampage in the safari,
Yeah.
stabbing a giraffe in the fucking neck. Let's go.
Like I'm sure you can probably. It depends how long the knife is too.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I think that's what it is. It's the thickness. I don't know why I always had that thought. That's another fucking weird high thought that I always
Well,
had.
the length of the knife, right?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe if you're thicker, like it won't hit the nerve as soon as
Yeah.
as fast.
Or it'll,
You know?
or it'll take
If the
longer.
kif is thicker.
No, if your skin is thicker.
If your
as a
skin is
giant.
thicker and your leg is thicker, the nerve, say it's in the middle,
Mhm.
the knife has to reach the nerve. There's a better chance of hitting the nerve if your leg is smaller than if it's bigger.
Yeah.
So the pain would be less. What the fuck are we talking about?
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's what I'm saying. Is I have these weird fucking high thoughts like that. I don't know. Sometimes when I'm high, that's what goes through my mind. Is stupid shit like that, where it's like, if there's a giant and he gets stabbed, what's gonna happen? And then you come back to reality and you're just like,
Well,
what
he'd
the
knock you
fuck?
out, that's for sure.
It's like, what the fuck was I thinking about?
I thought of that too, though. Like, but I pictured them like way bigger, like 80 feet high.
What's that really famous?
Anime?
No.
Jack, Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I don't even know how that story ends. All I know is that he climbs a beanstalk. There's
yeah.
a giant
Yeah.
involved, and then I don't know. What
I
the
think
fuck
the
happens
giant
then.
falls off
The giant falls out. Where does he live? The giant
upstairs,
in the.
like in the
Is that
clouds.
the one with the golden egg?
No, it's with the bean sprouts.
Yeah, but does he find the golden egg there?
Did you ever get told nursery rhymes as a kid? I don't think I ever got told nursery rhymes like that as a
Well, then
kid.
how do we know them?
Because like they're just like in the ether. They're just there.
Well, we've seen cartoons that, like a lot of cartoons do like
Yeah,
renditions
they're
of them.
based off it.
What are you
What do
looking
you-
at?
Jack and the Beanstalk.
Yeah.
Jack and the Beanie.
The beanie. I feel like the story is he got magic. Like he wanted to get beanstalk. He traded.
Yeah,
He
golden
traded-
eggs. I knew it. There was a hen that laid golden eggs. Go.
Okay, but he traded what, a cow? What is it? He traded something for those golden
the
eggs.
fuck-
Trades the family cow for a handful of magic beans, which
Yeah.
grow into an enormous beanstalk reaching up into
Yeah.
the clouds.
And then,
Jack climbs.
and then he climbs the beanstalk. He sees a giant. He's like, "Holy fuck! There's a giant here."
Who the
I
fuck
can't be
thinks
here.
of these things?
I don't know. Some guy on acid for sure.
Well, there's like a moral thing to this, moral perspective.
Yeah.
The
they
fact
all-
that I remembered that it was a cow, I'm surprised to be honest, because that's so fucked up.
This is such like a story. Like these types of things, man. I don't feel like anybody's ever gonna make them anymore because we live in a world where like you don't have that time to yourself to be that. Some people are, but
Yeah,
like,
you
you don't
could,
have the
you
time to
could.
be that creative anymore. You know what I mean? Like people are just always on their phones and shit now. Like people aren't thinking of ways to be like, what if a guy climbed a giant beanstalk and met a giant and traded a cow
I
for
don't
a
know. Are
golden
nursery
egg?
rhymes still being made?
Are they? I don't even know. There's kids books that are still being made,
Yeah.
but nursery rhymes, I don't know. Kids books, dude. I always think about this. It's like people who make kids books, they make so much money off of them, and it's like there's no effort involved.
By the way, I saw a kid's book called Beyond the Bench yesterday.
Get the fuck out of here.
Swear to God.
Yeah. Okay.
Swear to God.
This is about three idiots who come
buy
together
it?
and hug each other.
Yeah, I bought it. Yeah.
You should have, dude. That's a fucking. Let's put it right there on the table, beyond
Google
the
it.
bench. A kid.
It's
Where
not
did you
ours.
see it?
I don't know. I was like looking up things that were named Beyond the Bench for the reasons we were talking
Yeah.
about before, and I just happened to to find it. I don't know if it's an actual kid's book, but like the cover looked like a kid's book. Like it was like cartoony.
That's fucking funny. You looking it up?
Oh, there you go.
Which one?
Basketball. Beyond the Bench. Right there.
Oh yeah, it's called Basketball Beyond the Bench.
Yeah, it's cool. So I just saw it randomly.
That's so fucking random, dude.
I know.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
But that's how I always think. Like, there's no effort involved in making. You know what I mean? Like you're making like what is it? Like 15 pages a kid's book? You know
no,
what I mean?
there are more.
No. 15. It's more than it's 15 pages or less. Like 15, 20 pages,
Bro,
and there's like 3 lines per page.
What's the ultimate kids book?
Birds and
Dr.
Bears.
Seuss.
Yeah, Dr. Seuss. Yeah. Didn't Mike Myers make a fucking Cat in the Hat movie?
Yes.
Movie or book?
Both. No, he was in the movie.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was the cat.
Yeah. He was, yeah, exactly. Like he
Mike
would
Myers
be
is
the
the
cat.
cat.
Dude, you know what I realized? Mike Myers is in Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, I know.
And I rewatched it last week, and I was like, "What the fuck is that, Mike Myers?"
He's like a lieutenant or something, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he's just there, like he's doing the full on like British accent and shit. What a movie, dude!
Yeah. Who? The Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, I've been on like a Tarantino. I've been on an everything binge, man.
Leo
ever
says
since-
it's overrated. Inglourious Bastards.
yeah, no, he's crazy.
You're stupid.
I've been on a serious movie binge, man. Ever since the stupid curfew came into effect, I've just been like watching movie after movie after movie
Yeah.
after movie. It's
Oh my
insane.
God, it doesn't even look like him.
Yeah, no, it's
Mike
crazy.
Myers
He has
is
like the
hilarious.
full blown mustache and
It
everything.
does look like him. I noticed right away it was him.
It's fucked.
I told you the story about my two friends, Giacomo and Frank, in New York.
No.
With
They
Mike
saw him
Myers.
in the
Yeah,
car.
they saw him. Yeah, they were in the car and they were just driving in New York City. They were going there for, I think, for New Year's or some sort of concert. And they're in New York City. They're driving and they're lost. So instead of like putting on their GPS or whatever the fuck they had to do, they pulled over and they're like, I'm gonna ask the first guy I see. You know,
And it
where
was
the fuck
him.
is this place? They pull over. They're like, hi, excuse me. They're like, you know what this is? The guy turns around. It's fucking Mike Myers.
That's so fucking
Yeah.
funny.
And
Do you
you
finish your question or do you just be like,
I asked him the same thing. He told me that it took him a while. Like Giacomo was talking to him and it didn't process. And then Frank was like, "Holy fuck! Like, are you Mike Myers? Like, he's the one that noticed. Like, holy shit!" And he's like, "Yeah." And then they took a picture.
You think
Did it-
as Mike Myers, they're asking you this question, and you're like, when are they gonna realize like who I like? Do these people know who I am?
Yeah. You think you get pissed if people don't know who you are?
No, it must be a breath of fresh air if you're like super famous. It's like, oh fuck.
I don't know. I feel like I just like like maybe you think that they're acting like they're pretending to not know you, and it's like, yeah, like you obviously know who I am. Like you take, I think as a famous person, a really famous person, everybody you meet, you kind of take for granted the fact that they know who you are.
Yeah, because there are celebrities that you would see their face, for example, or vice versa, or their name, and you wouldn't know the difference. So like someone by name, I don't know how they look like, or someone by face, and I don't know their name.
Yeah.
Right? Mostly face by name. So like with that, it's like Mike Myers is the kind of actor that you know who he is.
But like,
Everybody knows
Yeah.
Mike Myers. You know how he looks like. You know his name. You know what he played in. Like,
you
know.
think like 18-year-olds know who Mike Myers is?
Probably not.
No.
You think?
18-year-olds right now probably don't even know what Austin Powers is.
Yeah.
Austin Powers.
Austin Pavlovich.
They don't even know.
Definitely, they don't know.
I don't think so. It's
It's
like
the same
Blink.
thing. Yeah, it's the same thing with Blink.
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Guaranteed.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
our parents say the same shit about us. How we don't know.
Well, yeah, for sure.
Actors back
There's
then.
movies that our parents like loved or that our parents watch and shit, and that you're like, what the fuck is it? And it's like, oh my god, you don't know this movie? Like, I'll be honest with you, I didn't know Dirty Dancing up until like fucking 5 years ago.
Have I
Andrea
known?
just lifted her head up like not like I'm a fucking crazy person. I didn't know Dirty Dancing until like 5 years ago.
But I feel like we're way more like cultured in our parents' like entertainment,
What do you
pop
mean?
culture at least. Like we listen to a lot of like old music. Growing up, I was listening to all kinds of rock.
Yeah, but that's us though. It's different.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we
like,
were a bit better than I
Yeah.
think what's going on today.
Well, we were. I think it's because we like kind of came of age in the age of information. So like we took advantage of the fact that all this information was available at a certain point, whereas it wasn't before that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we grew up until like 10, 11 years old, if even more, like 13 years old, not having any of that available. And then at a certain point, it just all became available. So we took advantage of it, I think, a lot more. Whereas people who are growing up now, they take it for granted because it's been there this entire time, so they don't really use it. You know what I mean?
What do you mean? I don't understand what you're saying.
Like when I was a kid, like let's say 13 years old or whatever, if I wanted to go look up, something about music or like somebody's old album or like artists related to this or whatever, like I wouldn't be able to up until like 13, 14 years old because there wasn't like the internet wasn't really like popping the way it is now. You know what I mean? There wasn't Spotify, there wasn't all these things. So that when it did become available, then I actually took full advantage of it because it's like, fuck, I really like this music. Like for hip hop, let's say, okay, like I'm a big hip hop fan. And when I started to listen to, who did I start with? Like my older cousin would show me songs and I knew these songs because he showed them to me. But then once it started to become readily accessible, like the internet and all that type of information, I would start to like go down like rabbit holes because I was able to, and like I wanted to know, okay, well,
Yeah,
like,
it's
who
more
sounds
discoverable now.
Yeah, who
Way more
sounds like this
discoverable.
guy? Who sounds like this guy? So
Yeah.
it brought me to like Nas and Tribe Called Quest and De La Soul and whatever, all these other different like rap groups. Whereas I feel like kids now, like I might be wrong, but like 17, 18 years old, they grew up with all of this already readily accessible, so they never knew anything before it. You know what I mean? If you go up to an 18-year-old right now and tell them VHS, like what the fuck are you talking about? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess because
We jumped into a smaller pool of information because it was just coming out.
yeah, but how does that make us like have like more knowledge in music? Let's say
Because
different.
we weren't like flooded with like pop culture through Instagram, Apple Music,
Mm.
Spotify, so we
Okay.
took more opinions from like our parents.
Yeah, it's
Like
true.
we would watch shit that they'd watch.
That's true. But like my parents love disco. You know, like I like disco, sure, because they used to always play it and it's
Yeah.
catchy. But it's like I don't love disco.
Yeah, no.
Like
Well,
you know,
yeah.
some parents were like pure like fucking.
But you'll know what disco, like you'll know disco songs.
Yeah,
like,
but I'm saying like you, like for example, like you like Zeppelin because did your dad like Zeppelin?
yeah, it was all him.
Okay, there you go. See, me, I didn't have that.
Yeah.
Me, it was through friends or whatever. So that's what I'm saying. I guess it depends. But we also, for me, like in our generation, I feel like it was a lot through friends. Like the group that you hung out with was how it was the music you liked, man.
Yeah,
like
well, that's-
us growing up, man, like all those bands, Blink-182, Sum 41, we listened to them because we listened to them together. You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And then you just you go on your own.
That's
And
what it
you
is.
do your
You're,
own thing.
you're influenced by your parents mostly, and
But
your group
Your
of friends.
I
yeah.
feel like your friends, a lot of it, especially in your teenage years, like for example us, man, like all the fucking metal, all the hardcore,
Yeah.
the emo phases and shit.
But like I wonder, because remember Mikey, like his brother was really into rock, right? And like he would shit on rap a lot. Like
Yeah.
he almost made me never listen to rap till like sec
Yeah, it
3,
could
sec
be that
4.
like you know that Kev like influenced Mikey to like rock, and then he kind of showed us, and we liked it. Like I guess it's all like a chain somehow.
Yeah, well, I've
You know?
noticed a lot too. Like people in high school who really like hated rap music now really love it,
I fucking
and
love
people
rap.
and
yeah.
people who really didn't like rock music or metal music like myself grew to like it afterwards as well.
Yeah,
Because of the people that I would hang around with, everybody was listening to it, so I kind of grew a liking for it. I grew an understanding for it. I think that's what it comes down to, man. It's just
the
like
understanding of it.
yeah,
too.
it's like you have to understand what you're listening to, because if you don't understand what it is you listen to for any type of music, it just
Yeah.
sounds like
It just sounds
stupidity.
like whatever.
Yeah, but
for
just, even in like high school, like your whole identity is your group.
Mhm.
So like it's harder to like go see and explore other things because like mentally you're just gonna stay in with your group.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like now it's so much easier to do it. You know what I mean? Like we're talking about New York, okay? Like I was in New York, I don't even know how many years ago. I was with, it was really random. Me, Toste, Alessio, and Frankie Frenna.
Oh, that's
Us four. And so, like there's guys, even still now, man, like peddling their mixtapes. You know what I mean? Hey, yo, what's up, man?
oh
You
yeah,
want-
I've seen that.
You want my
Oh, yeah.
mixtape, whatever? And dude, I'll never forget. Like the point I'm trying to make is like there's still people kind of peddling that, but at a certain point, that was the only real way to discover shit. You know what I mean? Like
Like
it's
going out in the streets and giving your mixtape away to people.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw the show on HBO. It was only one season. It was called Vinyl.
No.
It was really, really fucking
Oh,
good.
yes,
maybe,
yeah.
maybe,
It was
maybe.
about like there was like in the 70s. Could it be?
Yeah, yeah. It was about a guy who
Based in
works for
LA?
works for a record
Yeah,
label
yeah.
in the 70s. I think it was Martin Scorsese that directed it too.
I
It was-
think so,
it was
too.
Fucking
I think so,
amazing, and
too,
they
yeah.
canceled it after. I don't know why. And it's about like basically him like going to shows and like trying to go find different acts and shit to like basically get his record label popping to make more money. And like that's kind of that's basically what it was at a certain point. Whereas now, like even us as kids, what do we have? Like Napster, LimeWire.
Bearshare.
What was the
Bearshare.
other one? Bearshare.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Bearshare?
I remember that.
Yeah,
There was
Bearshare.
another one.
With the little fucking bear with the little
Kaza.
Kaza, yeah,
Kaza.
Kaza was the big one. Kaza, I remember Kaza. I downloaded all kinds of Eminem music off of that.
Yeah, Napster was the
Dude,
first one, I
it
think.
was sick because you can like Casa Pizza. No. you could download like full discographies.
Yeah, you could. That's
Yeah.
how that's why like on my old, well, even now obviously because it's so fucking easy, but that's how I started downloading full albums.
Yeah, exactly.
Because of like LimeWire and
Yeah.
shit like that. Like
I
the whole
used to
fucking
take
thing.
so much pride in the fact that I had like
me
full
too, man.
albums.
Me too.
I'll never forget. Okay, there's our friend Phil. He said one thing. I think we were in high school or maybe shortly after high school. About music that always resonated with me. He said, people, and this may not be true, but like if you're listening to your music on just full blown shuffle, you can do it. Yeah, obviously. But if you listen to music on full blown shuffle because you don't have albums downloaded, it says a lot about your like knowledge of music in a sense where it's like he's like, if I look at someone's iPod or iPhone and there's no albums downloaded, it's like, it gives me anxiety.
Oh, okay, like just by
Yeah,
song.
yeah, exactly. It's
Oh,
just
yeah,
all like
no,
individual
you have
tracks,
to have
individual
albums.
songs.
I've been saying this for a long time too. Like when someone browses their library through songs, I already know what kind of music listener they are.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a
Exactly.
People
different
do that
thing.
through songs.
So
I
weird.
never
It
do
gives
that.
me anxiety.
I never do that.
I can't.
Always artists. Like
Or
even though it's the
albums.
song, like sometimes I'll go through my phone, I'll put a song, I know what song I want to put already, right? But I'm still gonna go on the album and I'm gonna put it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
I love fucking the album art, dude. That's why I love collecting records, dude. Because
Yeah.
it's obviously I like the music that I buy on vinyl, but I love having that piece of art, dude, that they create, man.
Yeah.
Like the album art cover, it's so fucking amazing because there's so much thought that goes into it.
Yeah.
And like we went to the record store a couple weeks ago, and we were looking around, and that's what it is when you're record shopping and you're not necessarily looking for something in particular. For me, anyway, the way I pick what I want to buy is like if an album cover stands out to me, I'm like, oh, that looks cool. Like that looks like it's funky or something, you know. So I'll pick it up and I'll listen to it, and if it's cool, it's really cool.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like that's the whole like idea behind it is like I love that art aspect. That's why I love downloading by album because you have all those
Yeah,
different
it's
like
just
pictures.
it just looks really nice.
and
That's
it's
why
more organized too. Like
it
we're the
is.
same. We're OCD in that
So
sense.
yeah,
nice, bro.
it's
Yeah,
so
it's
fucking nice.
fucking
Speaking of
amazing.
Phil, man, you go to his house. I went to his house like a couple of weeks ago. It's not true. A couple of months ago, and he has like a shelf like in his living room. Have you been to Phil's house? His new
Not
house.
his
in
new one.
Vaudreuil?
No.
Fucking nice, man. It's like a classic, like a classic Phil like pad, but like modern, nice looking place. Like mustard yellow couch, like records everywhere. His guitars on the wall. Like it's fucking sick. Anyways, so he has like a shelf, and he has just CDs, all CDs stacked in alphabetical
sick.
order. And you go there, and he's like, yeah, pick one, and you go and you pick it, and it's like it's all there, man. Every fucking album from Zeppelin, every album from whatever you name it, like it's there, and it's by CD. You open it, there's the booklet, you could do all that shit. Like I love that, man. It's so fucking cool.
As much as I love like Apple Music and Spotify, I feel like it does ruin a bit of the experience of the music.
Yeah, it's that you lose
Like
the
I used
tangibility.
to fucking take out the book, man. I used to sit in my room, put music, and I used to read the lyrics.
Yeah.
I used to do that. I used to go with, okay, this, and I would read the lyrics. Like Green Day, man. I read that thing like a book.
Yeah.
American Idiot, the album. It's like
I remember in elementary school when Eminem came out with the Eminem show and there was "Sing for the Moment" on it.
yeah.
I was listening to it in daycare. I think it was after school, so I would always stay until 5 because my mom worked. So I'd wait for her to pick me up. And in daycare, sometimes they would take us up to the computer room, and so I would go and wherever it is that we would listen to it, because YouTube wasn't really even a thing back then. I would go listen to "Sing for the Moment" and I would pull up the lyrics
Yeah.
online and I would read it. And there was this teacher that was there. I think her name was Miss Bianca. And she was
It's
like,
not a teacher name at all.
yeah, it's not at all a teacher name.
The
It's a
fuck?
daycare's teacher name.
Yeah, that's like a first name basis. Like they don't call you a teacher by their first name. Like, what's your last name?
Miss Bianca. That's what she made us call her. I remember.
Okay.
So she was
She
walking.
old or young?
Very old, yeah. She was like a super like conservative woman, like very religious. You know what I mean? So she was like walking around. I remember, and she pulled up behind me as I was reading the lyrics to the song. And at one point in the song, what does he say? Like, pull the gun and cock it or some shit like that. Like I didn't even understand what I was reading or listening to at the time. But obviously, as an older person, you know it. So she reads that line and she's like, "Oh my God, what are you listening to? What are you watching? Close that right now. This is Devil's music." She was losing her mind, dude.
Devil's music.
She was, I think, probably in her 50s at that time. Like
That's like
late
probably
50s.
like one of the cleanest Eminem songs. You know what I mean? It's not like
Sing
there's
for the
so
Moment,
much
yeah.
worse. Like
Oh
if
my
you would have
God,
put
yeah.
like literally anything else.
Kim. You ever listen to Kim from him?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a it's a good song, but it's like, wow, what a fucked up song. He's literally talking about like killing his wife, dude. You know?
Yeah,
He's sick,
Yeah, he
dude.
was fucked up back then,
Yeah.
man.
It's really, but like I wonder sometimes for him in particular, like was it really all the drugs? Like there's a level of creativity that's there. You know what I mean? Like
100%.
like to put a song out like that where it's like you're fictitiously obviously killing your wife or whatever. It's an outlet in a sense. Is it violent and is it graphic? Yeah, absolutely. But like there's a level of creativity that's there that I don't think is just a product of drugs or like, you know what I mean?
No, I think he was born with it.
Yeah,
You have to
definitely.
be born with it. Even all these fucking rock and roll, like all these like stars, man, like they're on fucking drugs. But like, look at them, bro. They write masterpiece like
Yeah.
Yeah.
beautiful, man, and they're fucked up. Have you seen other people on drugs? They're like on the couch doing nothing. So like you have to, but like it's true. You have to have the creative side, because or else you end up like a junkie, like, and don't do anything. And these guys, they just I don't know if you could say they use like the drugs to like fuel them, maybe, or they're just so rich they started doing drugs. I don't know, but when they started off, they probably weren't on drugs.
Well,
so
like
they have that side to
We're
them.
talking about Zeppelin, right? On YouTube, there's this video of Robert Plant. It's like a 10-minute long video where he puts on Stairway to Heaven on a record, and throughout the song, he's kind of like explaining what the thought process was for each part of the song. And he's talking about it, and you're just like, what the fuck, man? Like the level of thought that goes into it. He's like, we did it on purpose so that it would kind of like crescendo at the end. And like, this lyric is that, and this lyric means this. And the reason we put this sound there with the mandolin in the back, like it was for this reason. Like it's really fucked up to think. And it's like these people, they're making this music in that time. And it's like, they have no idea that this is going to be like for Stairway to Heaven, a song that's just like resonates through time.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
They have no idea what they're about to create. Like,
Yeah.
it's so fucked. And like, that's what it is, man. They're just regular people.
It's probably like known as one of the best songs in the world, right?
100%. Probably one of the most known songs in the world.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. Best, that's obviously depending on what you like, but whatever.
Yeah, it's
Like,
subjective.
these guys, man, they just sat down one day in a room and they said, okay, we're going to write a song like they did any other time. And they just happened to write like the best song. Like they probably had no idea, like you said, they were going to write like one of the best songs ever fucking written to this
It's
day.
so sick.
Like, like they're just normal people writing music and it just ended up sounding good.
But
Like,
you must know, like, when it's done, okay, when you finish like recording a song or recording an album, like you must know to a certain extent, like, wow, like this is good. Like sometimes when we record a pod, we'll finish it, but like, yeah, that was really good. Like
That was a good one.
I enjoyed that one, you know?
Yeah,
like for
yeah.
sure, when you finish recording a song or recording an album, you know to an extent, like guys, we have something here. Like this is
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I used to go watch Gamma Knife all the time
Mhm.
because they're all my friends. They were writing music. I used to go chill at Marco's house. They used to write music, and like they used to be like, oh yeah, like, and it's cool because you see the steps of how they write music, step by step, and you see the facial reactions on everybody when this part sounds amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna put this riff here, okay, Ollie's gonna go do this, the drummer, whatever, and then when you put it all together, sometimes they would be like, no, this is not good. This doesn't sound good. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that.
Mhm.
And other times it's like, holy
So
fuck.
sick.
Yeah, it's so sick.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. This sounds mental. We're going to keep this. Where we're going to put in the song, I don't know yet, but we're going to work around it. You know? So that's how it is. You start like with a foundations. It's not just writing a song from start to finish and you're doing it like that. You're like plugging in pieces and then you're like trying to figure out, well, they would do that anyways. And you're trying to figure out which piece, it's like a puzzle. Which
Mhm.
piece is going to go where and how is this song going to flow properly and how is it going to be the best? Sick.
On the inverse of that, do you think, on the opposite side of that, do you think like when you make something and you finish and you listen to it, like you for sure know on a certain level, like, yeah, this probably isn't the greatest, you know what I mean?
For sure, yeah.
Like what we were talking about, what I wanted to say before in New York is that I remember I would walk around and people would try to like peddle their fucking mixtapes. And so I felt bad. So I bought 3 of them, I remember. I can't remember what the names were, but there was one guy's name was Cash Lamore. Cash Lamore, okay?
See if he's famous.
So
probably
on
not.
the
With a
drive
C or a
back,
K?
with a C. So on the drive back, we put on the mixtape. So we put on the first one, garbage. I'm just like, who even listens to this? How do you make this and think that this is good? Second one, garbage. The third one was from this guy, Cash Lamore, okay? And ask Alessio next time you see him, I'll never forget. He hyped it up so much. He's like, yo, man, please, y'all. He's like, take my mixtape. He's like, $5, man. You're helping me out. He's like, this is some of the greatest shit you'll ever hear. And I'm just like, this was the last mixtape I bought. And I was getting fed up that people were trying to sell me their shit. So I wanted to test him.
Okay.
So I pride myself on knowing, like, you know, a fair amount about hip hop.
Yeah.
So I was like, who are your influences? You know what I mean? Like, who do you like? And so he started naming like KRS-One, Rakim, like good people, like big names. You know? So I'm like, okay, this guy knows his shit. Like, for sure, this is mental. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm like, give it to me. I'll pay. I paid him fucking $10 American. He's like, yeah, it's gonna be the best shit you ever heard, man. This is gonna pop off in the next 2 years. So
he scammed you.
dude, we put in the CD. Okay, I'm not even joking. We put in the CD. First song, Crazy in Love by Beyonce. All you hear in the background is like Cash Lamore, and then it just plays the fucking Crazy in Love song by Beyonce. And I'm like, no, this can't be it. I put the second song. The second song comes on. It's a song by Neo. It's like whatever the fuck song by Neo. Cash Lamore. And then it's just the Neo song the entire time. I'm like, this guy went through a whole fucking scenario where he's giving me his influences. He gave me the people who he likes to listen to. He gave me what his album's going to be in the next 10 years. He gave me like a whole fucking vision for the next 10 years. And the CD was
He has you
basically...
dreaming with him, man.
Dude, he gave me a CD of other people's music with just his name at the front. So he just scammed every single person that he sold this mixtape to. So it was all just real songs that already existed, but just blah, 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 Cash Lamore at the beginning.
It's like a DJ Khaled style.
Dude, I was just like, what the
What a
fuck?
heartless piece
I
of
wonder
shit.
like how many people he sells to in a day.
He must have sold quite a bit, dude. You know what?
At
'Cause,
least
like,
20.
if it's a CD, what are you gonna go find like a CD player and listen to it before you pay it? You know what I mean? Just
No.
be like, whatever. I'll pay this guy $10
Imagine you
American.
bring your CD player. Check it out. You scam him right there.
Dude, this guy went into so
Fuck
much
down.
detail. He went into so much detail.
Yeah, but that's because you asked him though, so you had to like improvise. Was he good?
Dude, I fully believed him. I was like, this guy is gonna be the next greatest rapper of
the
all
thing
time.
is that those influencers might actually be the rappers he like.
Yeah.
He's just still scamming people.
He's not lying to you, you know.
Yeah.
Like those are his influences, but like he still scammed. He still lied because he told you it was gonna be like the best fucking mixtape
Yeah,
ever.
So I was dreaming with him. I'm like, I just found the next greatest rapper of all time. I'm gonna
Cash Lamore.
yeah, I'm like, we're gonna leave this mixtape for
Is he
last on the way home.
No, he's not there.
Yeah, we're gonna leave this mixtape last for the way home because it's probably gonna be the best. We'll leave the best for last, you know. It was fucked, man. But I remember that whole week, man. We were just getting harassed by people for their mixtapes.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah.
In LA too, it's like that.
Hey yo, what kind of music you listen to, son? I'm just like, oh my god, like you're trying to run away from them. You're like, dude, I don't have money. I don't want to buy your fucking shit.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Out of my water, no.
People fucking peddle shit like crazy. You know,
Oh man, I went to LA like fucking last year in March, and this guy was just there. Like I actually had like got into an argument with him because he was like, I don't know, like an aggressive, fucking drunk or hobo now, I guess, or whatever. And he's just trying to take like he asked me for change, and I guess the way I did it, it was like a bit like what's that word like get the fuck out, you know?
Yeah, condescending.
Condescending.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I can't change my pocket. I just fucking gave it to him. Like leave me alone. I was
Shut
late. I was
up,
late for
Jason.
the airport. No, I didn't throw him money. I just like I put it in his hand like
I wonder why he was pissed at me. Just shot a toonie at him.
I didn't. I took change in my pocket and I put it in his hand. I guess like disrespectfully or whatever. And then this guy just starts going off and showing me pictures about how he used to be in the Lakers and he used to play with Kobe and nobody knows how Kobe really was and everyone's putting a wall in the art, but I knew him personally. And he was like getting all mad. I'm like,
So you had
"Hold on."
actual pictures.
Yeah.
This after he died.
Yeah.
When were? Oh, it's true because you were. Yeah, he died in when did he die? In fucking February.
Yeah. I
When
was-
were you in Oh,
in
that was in
March.
So
March.
he used to play with.
Yeah, it's probably some like fucking like random basketball player that was good for a bit, played with Kobe in LA for a bit, and then like I don't know, became a fucking drug addict, obviously, because in the streets of you know. And bro, these guys, man, it's like, why are you harassing me and then giving me shit? Like, there's no point.
I always think about this sometimes. It's like, dude, like you're asking people for money. Like you want to not be scary.
Yeah.
Like how about you don't sneak up on me and yell in my
Yeah.
ear? You know what I mean? How about you be like as presentable as you can be? And I
Yeah.
understand you're homeless, fine, but like at a certain,
Yeah.
like you know what I mean? Like you know if you're like obviously you know if you look scary, dude. If you're just there, you're, man, give me some
But he was
change,
one of
man."
those. He was like one of those.
Yeah.
Like I thought he was a fucking a bum, man. Like maybe I did it like mean, but
Was
like,
he a bum?
I think so. He looked like a
A
bum.
bum. What a word.
Yeah,
Huh?
he looked like a hobo. So it's like, you're asking me for change. Okay, sure, I'll give you change. Maybe I was a little mean about it, but like, you asked me for money. You got the money. Like, why are you gonna go off on a rant about how I used to know Kobe Bryant?
This is you in the car. You're walking.
I was outside smoking a cig. I was waiting for Steve in the hotel because he was like getting his luggage or whatever. And I was like, yeah, I'll wait for you. I was gonna go smoke a cigarette before we get in the car and go to the airport. And I happened to fucking meet this guy, and that's what happened. And Steve came out, and the guy's like telling me off. He's like, what the fuck, you know? He looked like a basketball player though. He was like really really tall.
Probably was one.
Yeah.
You think maybe not this guy in particular, but you think like some homeless people kind of take joy in the fact that like
They're homeless.
I would imagine, okay, that
I think so. They must be like, yeah, fuck the system. I don't pay taxes. Like these
Well-
guys are all idiots. They're all sheep. Like I live independent.
Yeah.
Like for sure, some of them, man.
I mean,
Guaranteed.
as being homeless, I would imagine, and this is maybe a controversial opinion, I would imagine that there's a level of like carefree that's like,
Dude, you don't have to
that's-
do anything.
you know what I mean? You have a level of carelessness, like you know those days or those like you'll have a week where you're on vacation or just a day in general where you're like, today I'm doing fuck all.
Yeah.
You're like, I don't want to take a call. I'm not doing any work. I'm not speaking to anybody. I'm just laying in on my couch. I'm gonna watch TV and do fuck all. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even if it's not no TV involved, I just want to walk around. So like that feeling, imagine that like extrapolated over like a year or like 2 years or 3 years. You know what I mean? So there must be a level of just like I'm chilling. Maybe not in the winters over here, but let's say if like you're in LA, you're not
Well,
a
if you're in
drug
LA,
addict.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like some people, I always wonder like it must be for some. I would imagine maybe it's a choice. You know what I mean? Like some people might just want to say fuck it, and you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like without the violence, I don't think it's that bad because like they get mugged a lot from other like homeless people.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude.
It's like
There's like hobo muggings.
Hobo
Well,
on
yeah,
hobo crime.
Like you can't wear your shoes when you sleep. You have to like hold them, or else people are gonna take them off your feet.
That's
They like
so
steal your
fucked
shit.
up.
It's a thing. Yeah.
Wow. That's so ruthless.
That's
Like we're in
fucked
the
up.
same boat, man. Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
I know you would think there'd be like some fucking guide, some rules.
Yeah,
you know what I
some
mean?
like
The homeless
unwritten like
community,
rules, some
There
respect.
probably is like in a certain corner, like the hobos there. You don't fuck
Yeah.
with them. You guys like help each other. But like
Yeah, for sure,
if
man.
you go like walking here and you see one, like
you
that's a
think
thing.
you think hobos that have been around for like let's say 20 years, okay? You think they understand like the advancement of like technology? Like you think they even know what the fuck Instagram is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
How?
for sure.
How?
because they still see people.
Well, you
They
see,
see people walking on their phones, sure, but do they know what they're looking at? Do they know like how like in depth, like how detailed these things are now?
Dude, what was that guy that we met this hobo once, and he was telling us that he makes $800 a week on like panhandling.
I'm not even surprised.
Yeah.
Like
was
if you have a
telling
good
us-
spot, if you have a good spot and like you know what you're doing, you could probably make.
But the
some
guy
money.
had a full apartment, and he panhandles. He's like, I make $800 a week.
But that's illegal though. That's illegal.
Yeah. So I don't know
Well,
how
I
he's
think
doing shit.
I think it's illegal in general, whether or not you have an
Is
apartment there.
panhandling illegal?
It is
Yeah, I
illegal,
think
yeah.
so, you're
Is
not
it?
allowed.
Yeah, it's illegal.
But
But
how
like
come
at the end of the day, like what are they gonna do with the cops? Like, arrest you.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
They don't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's nowhere to go. Where's your ID? I don't even have a house.
How do you think that they decide on like their corner? You know what I mean? Like sometimes you'll see a guy at a spot or whatever. Like, is it first come first serve, or do you think it's like turf wars? You know what I mean?
Turf, guaranteed.
You think it's turf?
Yeah.
Like what if I'm like a new up and coming hobo?
Like you can
And
be
like I'm
on-
going downtown right now, and like I gotta go fucking sleep somewhere, man. It's my first night, and like I want to go sleep.
Yeah.
Where do I go?
It's not about the sleeping. I think it's where you collect your money that matters the
Yeah.
most.
Like, dude, on your way to downtown when you're
There's
driving,
hot spots.
when you're driving downtown on Notre Dame, there's always those couple of lights or whatever right
Guy with
before
the
you
guitar.
get into downtown. Yeah, exactly. There's always people in that spot.
Yeah.
That's probably a highly contested spot. You
Yeah,
know
or
what I
the
mean?
guy that has one arm at the Bell Center.
Yeah.
That guy's been there for years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But do you think it's because like what stops other people from saying like "fuck you, this is my spot now"? You know what I mean? What stops somebody else from getting up earlier than him and being like, "I'm staying here today"? It's like, what are you gonna do? Fight me about it?
yeah. They
Yeah?
will.
Yeah,
I
they,
think
they
so.
will. But like
I
the guy
think
with
so.
one arm is not gonna. Who's he gonna fight?
Yeah, I think they're like a posse behind them.
Chinning
like,
people.
What, is it like a one-on-one? Is it like a Game of Thrones? We're gonna
Maybe
fucking
it's like
battle
he's
to the death.
sneaky. It's like, bro, like get the fuck out of my spot or you're gonna see. And the guy's like, fuck you, you know? Then at night he like shanks him. Who knows, man?
It's a fucked up thought, man. But again, I don't
It's
know.
wild.
It's dude, like that's what it must be. It must be like drug wars. Dude. It must be like drug cartels, but like in the homeless community.
If I was homeless, okay,
Yeah.
I would just make my way somewhere hot.
I'd go to Florida.
Yeah, just walk there. I mean, you have so much fucking time.
But
Literally, you have all the time in the world.
But
Just
just
walk it.
that's my next question. It's like, why, if you're homeless, what are you doing in Montreal?
Well, first of all, the thing is with Florida, you can't cross a fucking border. You have no passport, and you can like unless you illegally cross,
You just do.
you're gonna get shot by all the fucking troopers that are in the
Dude,
the
you know how
forest.
easy it is to cross Canada, US? It's not that hard. There's like so many spots.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you wanna try it?
No,
Just get gunned down, bro, by like the fucking U.S. Army.
I do not.
Do you not have a passport if you gotta pay for that? I guess, right? You have some form of identification, I would imagine.
Your birth certificate, if it's still there.
If it's still
It
there.
depends at what age you became homeless. Why did you become homeless?
Yeah.
Is it like new? Is it a lot? Like
With
Yeah.
that logic, I make my way towards like the west.
you go to Vancouver?
Yeah, we're Vancouver.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, why do people stay here if it gets fucking negative 40 in the winter? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why not just say fuck it? Because like to walk from here,
Yeah, how long
to
is it to walk
Vancouver.
from here to Vancouver? I was just gonna
I'm
ask
calling like
I'm gonna say
50 to 300 days.
you. That's a fuckload of days difference.
I
Wait,
know.
I know,
like
that's a
4 times,
large,
That's like 6 times the difference.
50 to 300
I'm
That's
gonna
like
go,
2 months or a year.
I'm
like, gotta
going
pick.
with like 250, 300
Days?
Yeah.
to drive. It's like a week, so I would say like probably 70 days or some shit like that.
Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, how long did it take for Terry Fox? Didn't he do it?
No, hold
Terry
on.
Fox. What did Terry Fox do?
I don't think he finished though.
You think 300 days to walk from Montreal to Vancouver?
Let's check.
Okay, I'm gonna go like 65 days.
What, did he hobble from PEI to fucking Vancouver?
I'm gonna go like 2 months. 60 days.
What did I say? 70?
Yeah.
75?
So excited to find out this answer.
I know
I'm-
it's
I'm
like,
always
I know,
wrong,
I
so,
know
like-
to drive it's like a week.
Yeah, straight
It's 5 days straight.
To-
Yeah, to drive.
to drive.
Mm-hmm.
To walk?
You can't find it.
Yeah, 1 second.
How many kilometers is it? It's probably like 3,000 kilometers.
No, it's the same
2,000.
amount of kilometers as it is if you're driving.
I know. How many kilometers is it?
910 hours.
To walk?
Yeah.
So what is that divided by 24?
Yeah.
Go, math.
Oh, I don't fucking know that.
That's
by
a
heart.
hard one. How would you do
910 divided by 24. I don't know
that?
where to
Do
start.
91 divided
I
by
would do like
2.4.
910 divided by 20, which is like 45.5.
I think I got, so it's 20 something days. No, wait.
It's like 50 days.
No. It's 38.
Yeah, I was in the 40s then. Good.
38 days to walk.
That's
So there's
it.
no reason why you shouldn't be able to do that. Like one summer, you say, fuck this shit.
30 days. Yeah, that's straight. That's without sleeping, without eating.
Yeah.
It's like straight walking for 30 days.
Okay, let's say if you're sleeping, how much would that possibly...
So just double that. It's at 38. You
Yeah.
double that. You're at
60.
74.
Yeah.
Dude, you can go...
76.
You leave May 1st. You can get to Vancouver by fucking August. If you
you're
walk...
chilling. That's just summer. That.
You know what I
Wow.
mean?
I'm down.
And that's assuming you don't find anybody to fucking, you know what I mean? Like hitchhike.
Yeah.
Guaranteed you could.
For sure.
Guaranteed.
I've seen people doing it. It's still a thing.
I would never fucking stop. I don't know why. Like, I know that's mean to say, but I would
What if
never
it's like
stop.
a 10 on 10? Like,
If there's a 10 on 10, that's
Megan Fox, dude, is just there like...
I'm not stopping even more. This
Yeah,
is
that's
this is
too big.
This is so sketch. Like, I'm not stopping. Yeah, no. I'm
She's
going
on
straight.
she's on a murdering spree.
Yeah, it's like, why are you that hot?
Yeah.
Hot girls like that are not on the side of the road by themselves.
No.
Yeah, because somebody already picked them up.
Yeah. Unless, like, I don't know, maybe they got into an argument with their boyfriend right then and there. She jumped out of the car, you know, something like that. Like, maybe, like, she got attacked.
Imagine you find like your wife like that, dude. You're just like, how did you guys meet? Like, I don't know. I was driving on the highway and I saw her fucking... Her thumb was out. I picked her up and we just started vibing and we were thriving. I brought her to wherever. I got her number and then we got married a couple of years
Why
later.
don't you pick her up? Bush, like, gives you a head in the car on the way and shit. That'd be cool. No?
I don't know, man. I'd be really worried about like venereal diseases.
Yeah, but if she's really hot and like she's like clean, like she's not like some dirty fucking like looking girl, you know? Like she looks really hot.
Like low key, I would maybe just slap a condi, bro, just to say.
Head with a condom.
I know, but
Just
like,
in case, eh?
Just bro, you pick her up from the road.
Yeah.
Like,
Have you ever got head with a condom on?
yes.
Yeah,
No.
it's pretty shitty.
No.
It was pretty shitty.
I never got a head with a condom on. That sounds lame as fuck.
Head while you're driving, overrated, underrated.
Bro,
It's
dangerous. Number one.
It's not that dangerous.
Oh, I can't even fucking drive.
Yeah, I
My
know.
eyes are closed. Fuck.
It's because this arm is always like you're trying to like you're over. You know what I mean?
And the worst is like at the light, it's like they either have to stay down or get up before, you know.
Yeah.
So because the other people are just gonna see this girl getting up.
You think like
stay there, stay there.
when it happens, you feel like it's much more noticeable by other drivers than
It's
I
not.
think it would be.
It's not. Because you know what, man? Sometimes
When you're
like,
driving, you're not really looking like.
no, you never look.
Yeah.
You never look. So especially at night, man, you're good.
Yeah.
It's like midday, like 3 p.m., like the carry and like the 15 and the 40, like in traffic. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
Yeah, you're ending up on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like someone's gonna film that.
Yeah. Especially if there's a truck like next to you elevated, like he just sees right through. If you have a sunroof
Full
open, you're
Tesla
done.
sunroof.
Yeah, you're good. Like you're just seeing that shit. You
You
know?
think that's ever happened like the opposite, like a girl's driving and a guy's eating around?
You-
while she's
how?
driving?
Like
Yeah.
you would have to like put your face. Like I don't even know how you would do it.
She would have to completely remove her pants or
Yeah.
have like a snatch pocket that like opens up
Yeah.
and then you just shove your face in there.
Yeah, but even at that, like the angles would be really hard.
That's more dangerous than getting head though. Like
Yeah.
if I base it off of reactions.
Nobody's 69 driving, but like her pussy's in your face and her head's like down and you're like driving, eating her vagina, like, just going at it.
Yeah, because technically, if
You
she's
could
if
do
she's
it.
like this, your eyes are still peeled on the road.
Still go.
Yeah, they're peeled. You know, you're just there with your tongue. It's all good.
You're looking at your blind spots.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be fun though. That's
Put the
dangerous.
flasher.
Poor her though, because she would just be like stuck on your dick,
Yeah,
like gravity.
you
would
could probably
just be-
face fuck her at the same time. It's very possible at that angle.
Yeah, she probably has to do like shoulder push-ups to like go up and
Yeah,
down.
she
on
better have strong shoulders for that shit, man.
yeah.
You get a ticket for that, I would imagine.
No
Getting
shit.
head, getting
I
head
don't know.
while
If
you're
I was
driving.
that cop, I'd give the guy a high five. Man. It's good for you.
What do you think they would write? Fellatio while driving.
Yeah, like
Reckless
sex.
driving.
Yeah, no, not reckless. Yeah, oh my god, you would get charged with so many things.
Yeah.
Reckless driving. Wasn't there one like sex in public?
That like putting others at harm, like
Speeding probably in the moment.
yeah,
fuck,
you're
or-
guaranteed speeding. You're
Why-
not going 40 doing this, bro. You're ripping 120 min. Like,
Why is sex in public against the law though? I don't understand that.
because people define it
because
gross.
everybody would just be fucking everywhere after that.
I don't think so.
No.
No, I don't think so.
No, people would still be.
You still want your privacy, but like if I want to fuck my girlfriend like in the alleyway or something like, and it's really like it needs to happen right now. Like
I say that should not be illegal.
it's like prostitution, dude. Like why is that illegal?
I don't
It's
know.
the oldest form of business, realistically speaking. Like in the medieval ages, in whatever time, like
It's probably been
30
around for a while.
I heard that there was like this study done with monkeys where they would give them.
I heard this. Yeah,
Yeah, you heard about this too?
Yeah.
Okay, so scrap
No,
it.
but say
No,
it, say
say
it.
Uh,
all of them didn't.
Yeah.
I forget, what were they giving the monkey, coins or bananas?
I think it was some form of currency. It might have been bananas, but it was something that they would equate to currency.
Okay, yes. So they gave
Might have
them
been coins, actually.
there was
Monkey
coins, and then the
currency.
monkeys can trade in coins for bananas.
Yes, that's it. Yeah.
That's it. So what happened is, and they would have to do certain tasks, and what the females started doing is just fucking the guys, and they would give them bananas. Bro, it's like natural. It's crazy.
It's the oldest form of business.
Do
dude.
monkeys give head?
I think they do. Yeah, I think they do.
I think head from a monkey is good.
A chimpanzee
Well, it
blowjob.
must be like at least the best of all the animals. I'm
Would
assuming.
it be like gay if you took head from a male chimp than a female chimp?
Yes.
What?
If you're like, are
Would
you
it-
gay if you get a head from a male chimp and not a female chimp?
I think you're a fucking crazy person if you're allowing a
But
chimp
does
to
it make
blow
it
you.
that much worse?
Besides being like a complete psychopath, bro, like are you like considered gay if it's like from a guy?
So your friends come over and be like, yeah, this is my new girlfriend. You pull us in. Come on.
I don't know about that.
That's fucked up. But yeah, that's what I always wondered. Like, it says they do, eh?
I think they suck a mean dick.
They've got big mouths.
It's almost like
You know when they go like the mouth opens up like
yeah,
that?
the orangutans.
Yeah, but I
I
think
would
the-
feel very uncomfortable watching
the,
that, to be
the
honest.
immature females. Okay, I don't know if this is. Let me just get the information before I say something, because like there's a lot of shit going on right
I
now.
think we had Googled something once. I think there was an accident where like going back to the giving a head while driving. I think happened once. Was it with you, Leo? We saw an article where the guy got into an accident and the girl bit his dick off.
No, we were talking about that. We were talking about like if you think it's like a girl can bite your dick off,
Yeah.
and I was saying the story. How about the guy and the girl got into a car accident? It was on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
And like the impact made her bite down or whatever.
But
We
Yeah.
talk
Basic.
sometimes. I don't know if it's the pod or if it's like real life. Like I forget.
In 67 episodes, I think we must have repeated like at least every 3 or 4 episodes, like something from 3 or 4 episodes
100%.
ago.
Hurry up, Leo.
I know this is the longest it's ever taken you to fucking look something up.
Oh, you suck at your job, bro.
Yeah, for real, man. Step it up. I was just telling Justin today how we should fire you.
5 weeks, I'm gone, boys.
Can't wait till Leo leaves and we become
Oh
famous.
my
I'm
God.
kicking him out. We're going to make our first million. Leo's getting not even a fucking penny.
I felt depressed today. They're gonna feel depressed when he leaves for real. Fuck.
Yeah, it's going to suck.
I was so out of sorts today, man. It's fucked up. I was telling you guys I had really fucked up dreams last night. Okay, not the one I said. That was a troll one.
Yeah,
But
I honestly wish it wasn't even a troll. That would have been so
I had
good.
a really weird dream. Okay, and like bear with me with this. It gets a little bit like deep. In the dream, you know when you're in a place in a dream, but it's not the actual place, but you know it's the place. Like I'm
Yeah.
at my house, but it's somewhere else that I know it's somewhere else, but it's my house in the dream.
Yeah.
So I was at my ex's house, but it was my house in the dream. And that morning, my dad had, he was like super excited. He had like a presentation to go do about his work somewhere. And so he was going, he didn't say who he was presenting it to. He was just said that he was going to present. He was very excited. He was really like happy about it. And then like fast forward in the dream, I'm home and my brother came in the room and we were talking about something. And he's like, yeah, dad's pissed. Like it didn't go well. And I'm like, oh, what do you mean? What happened? Like he's like, I don't know. He's really angry. Doesn't want to talk to anybody. So I go in the basement and my dad's like sitting on the couch. And I remember in the dream going and I touched his knee, you know, I'm like, hey, are you okay? And he's like, don't touch me. And I was like, what the fuck? So I was like, how did it go? Well, like, how was your presentation today? He's like, I don't want to talk about it. And I'm like, why did it go bad? And he started explaining. He's like, yeah, like the people who I presented to, like they were kids. I'm like, how old? He's like 8, 9 years old. And he's like, they were bullying me. They were harassing me. And like they started like sending him text messages, calling him, like being brutal with him and shit. And like as he was explaining it in the dream, I'm going to get emotional talking about this. As he was explaining it in the dream, he was like starting to like tear up and like cry and shit in the dream. And I was just like, I felt like, I don't know what it was, man. I woke up from that dream and I felt so emotional, dude. Cause like,
Yeah, they're fucking with your dad. Like,
yeah,
fuck you,
yeah,
man.
exactly,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
And I remember in the dream, I'm like, they're 8 years old, like don't take it hard. But he was like really crying in the dream, dude, because like he was so happy about this presentation, and like it just went sideways because they were like cyberbullying him. Like the principal had to get involved to tell him to stop like calling him and harassing him by text and shit. And he was tearing up like really hardcore. And I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck, man? Like it fucked with me all day today. To the point where I had to call my dad today, and I'm just like, hey, I just want to call you. Like I had a really weird dream about you. I just want to make sure you're okay, you know. Like that shit, man. That's one thing for me that really fucks me. And like
I've had dreams that fuck up my day, man.
yeah, like
For
me
sure.
too. Yeah,
for
and when
sure.
it comes to my dad, especially, man, like I imitate him on the podcast. Like I laugh or whatever. I make fun of like his shit or whatever. But at the end of the day, like one thing that really bugs me, and sometimes when I was a kid and I used to go to work with him, I would see some people do it and it would really fuck with me.
Yeah.
Is people treating him like he's an idiot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's not, like, you know what I mean? Like, for somebody who came here at 17 years old, only speaking one language, now he speaks 3 as a family, works as a
People
business.
would treat him like that because like
Because he's an immigrant.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like that's one thing I find growing up myself that really like shaped me as a person in terms of my views towards like quote unquote the other, let's say, is that because I would see people treat my dad like that, and it's like, no, like he's not an idiot. You know what I mean? Like he's probably smarter than you. And so that's always been something that's like really touches me like to the core. And so I had that dream last night, and I woke up and I was just like, what the fuck, man? I was explaining it to Jamarco today, the dream, and I was like getting really fucking emotional explaining it. And I had all weird dreams like that all night yesterday, where I would fall asleep for like an hour or two, have a really weird dream, wake up, fall back asleep, have another really fucked up dream, wake up, fall asleep again, have another fucked up dream, and like it was just like that, man. All night.
I hate those nights. You have like fucking 10 dreams in one night. They're all fucked up. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, do you ever have dreams that continue?
Yeah.
You'll wake up, you'll fall back asleep, and it'll continue the same storyline.
Yeah,
Those
exactly. Yeah. But unless they're good dreams, unless they're like it's like a dream where like you're like having like a foursome or some shit with like supermodels, and then you continue.
Sex
like,
dreams are fucked, man. They feel so real.
Dude, they feel fucking so real.
You're just
it's
like,
crazy.
what? Yeah, like real.
Yeah.
It's crazy how the mind can do that shit.
It's really messed up. But I think also what happened is that last night I had supper and I used a lot of garlic, I think. And what happens is when I eat a lot of garlic, you know that
fucking buddy, a vampire.
dude, like,
What the fuck?
you know, like it just stays in your stomach, dude. No matter what you do or how many times you brush your teeth, it just stays like in your breath, that garlic taste. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all night I was waking up just like all dry mouth because of the fucking garlic, and it was just fucking with my dreams. I think,
that's
dude.
me. That's honestly me. Every time I eat pizza, man, I just paste all night. Every single time
Oh,
I eat
yeah,
pizza.
yeah.
Always.
Hot
Always.
dogs.
Anything salty, yeah. Anything
Yeah.
salty.
Yeah.
Hot dogs.
But to go back to your dream and why you became emotional, the thing is for us, anyways, for me, you obviously, like when it comes to our parents and shit, like
You're protective.
You're very
dude.
protective.
Yeah, you're very protective.
Like I'm the same way with my sister,
Yeah.
man. Like that shit probably bothers me the most.
Yeah.
My mom and my sister because they're girls. My dad, I know he's like, my dad, man, he is one scary man. I'm not even worried about him. I'm not even worried about him at all. Like he's fucking scary,
Yeah,
you know.
but
But when it comes to like the girls, like my mom, my sister,
Yeah.
I don't know if she's the same age as me or whatever, but like gets me really like really upset.
No, you'd probably be
It
even
rattles you,
more
man.
protective. She was like 5 years younger than you.
Yeah.
It rattles you because like
Yeah.
you know it's
It
like
does rattle you.
you're protective, but it's not you're protective because they can't protect themselves. It's just because like I don't want anybody fucking with you. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? It's like don't like
Yeah.
I can make fun of you.
Yeah.
You don't make fun of
Yeah.
anybody in my family. You know what I mean? Like
Like
it's
it's
a very
feel like that for your kids, but like
On a whole other level.
oh my god, yeah.
Level.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
that's what.
Oh
they
my
must
god!
feel.
Imagine that feeling I had it for my dad after that dream times like a million when if I ever have a kid.
Like that's what he
Yeah.
feels for you.
Yeah, think about that.
Wow.
That's fucked, dude.
Wow.
That's why we need Leo on the podcast. Fuck. He brings to light very
5
different
more
opinions.
weeks, boys.
Oh my
5
God.
more weeks.
I remember as a
Pods,
kid,
including today.
in elementary school, so vividly, 2 dreams, 2 nights in a row. I had a different dream, but about the same thing, and I'll never forget this. I had a dream one night. It was my dad. He was a secret agent or something. It was 007, and in the dream he died on a mission or something. And in the dream was basically like his like I knew he died and we were at his funeral, and the funeral was like his coffin being like ceremoniously lowered by some mechanism or whatever because he was a secret agent. But like the mechanism was like at the entrance of Costco or some shit. Like it was
Bro, dreams are so
I
fucking
know, it's-
weird, man. Like, where are you coming out of Costco? Like,
I
you
know
what
it's so fucked up.
It's
But
so
I remember
fucked.
waking up and I'm like, my dad died, and I was like so emotional about it. And then the night after, again the same dream, but like he wasn't 007, it was something like where he was in the Wild West or some shit, and he died. And like I woke up the next morning like, what the fuck? And those 2 nights in a row, I remember so vividly those 2 dreams, man. There's like 5 or 6 dreams in my whole life that I really remember, and those are 2 of them. And I remember just being so like, what the fuck? Like they feel so real, and when they're so vivid like that, the same way like the sex dreams feel so real.
But some feel more real than others. Like some dreams,
Yeah.
you're like, holy fuck, I could see your face, but like this, man, like it's so fucked.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like other dreams, you'll know you're dreaming, like you don't really give a fuck. Like I can force wake myself up.
Yeah.
But sometimes like they feel so real, and when it's emotional shit like that, like the
You
same
feel
way,
it, man. Have
Yeah.
you ever like cried in a dream and
Yeah.
it actually feels like you're crying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like you're actually crying in the
Yeah.
dream. You know?
It's fuck. I remember
It's so fucked.
I had a
man.
dream, maybe 2 years after my grandfather had passed away. This is a long time ago, and in the dream I was at a park, and at the park there was some random like telephone booth or like a payphone,
Yeah.
and it started ringing. And I think we were like celebrating my mom's birthday or some shit like that. And I remember going and pick up the phone, and dude, like clear as day, like as
His
like
voice.
you talking to me right now, my grandfather on the phone. He's like, hey, he's like, everything's okay, don't worry about it.
It's so fucked.
And at that moment, my mom came in the room. She's like, get up, it's time to go to school. I woke up. She looked at me and she saw on my face like something. I was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I explained to her the dream. Dude, I started bawling my eyes out, explaining her this dream, and she started crying too when I explained it to her. And to this day, I'll never forget. Like, dude, like as if both of you are speaking to me right now. The clarity in his voice, dude, it was just so strange, man. The way your mind works and creates.
How does it do that shit though, man? I don't get it.
Isn't it supposed to be like a chemical that your brain releases? That it's kind of like a drug. It's like a hallucinogen.
Yeah, but a voice.
For anything.
You know what I mean? Visuals, I understand. Okay, whatever. It's but like a voice.
Your mind concocts. Like I read somewhere a long time ago that like I might be wrong, but like hallucinogens. The reason that you see things is because the drug is like playing with your eardrums or playing with like the frequency of how you hear. So it makes you think you hear something, and because you think you hear that thing, then you see it because your body wants very desperately to be in cohesion and with all its senses. I might be wrong. Like I thought about acid, but I might be wrong. Like I don't know to what level like you hallucinate on acid and shit.
Depends on what you take, but yeah.
Yeah. Like if you take like fucking 4 tabs, probably.
Well, probably
you see Christ, dude.
Yeah, you probably see fucked up shit.
You see Jesus and God himself.
What are you googling, Leo?
What goes on in your brain while you dream?
Yeah, from what I read like a long time ago, and I might be wrong. It's like a drug or some shit that gets released. But it's fucked, man. Like they're
it's fucked up, man. I've had dreams where I wake up like holy fuck. Like the fact that I could actually be scared. Like when your heartbeat is like when your heart is beating really really fast in a dream. First of all, any type of like any type of feeling, any type of emotion in a dream is just fucked.
But then on the opposite of that, it's like you have dreams that you just don't even remember them.
I know.
So it's like why those two extremes? I always wonder. You know what I mean? Like why is
like
it
why do some stay with you and some don't?
Some stay with you, and yeah, I guess like if they're more emotional or if they resonate with you more, fine. But even some that don't, like weird shit. I vividly remember a dream as a kid that from that night on, I wasn't scared of the boogeyman and the vampires and the monster in my closet anymore. That dream, I got kidnapped from my room by burglars. And from that night on, I wasn't scared of monsters, quote unquote, anymore. I was scared of people fucking B&E-ing my house. You know what I mean?
B&E. I love the B&E.
A fucking B&E, baby.
Okay, so acetylcholine, which mainly activates your neurons, is released at the maximal rate during REM sleep, which is your dreaming stage.
Yeah.
And this results in a large disinhibition of dopamine, and this may be involved in the familiar psychotic-like mental activity.
So they don't even fucking know.
Well, yeah, it's acetylcholine that releases dopamine, and dopamine is like...
It's a drug.
It's what gives you that psychotic-like mental activity.
Yeah. That's cool.
You know what's funny is that
scientific.
My aunt listened to the podcast a couple weeks ago, and she's like, "Hey, your friend on the show, what's his name, Leo? He's so smart. He always has." She listened to it. She didn't watch it. He always knows the answer to things, and I'm like, "Yeah, because he's googling."
Yeah, so
I'm like, can you imagine Leo on this podcast?
What a fraud.
No computer.
No computer.
Bro, you'd be the smartest man in the world.
If I could just rip acetylcholine like that with dopamine, nah, bro. Like I would have to know. Thing is, nobody could know that.
You could know
like
that.
you have to
Off
know
the top
like
of your head,
neurochemistry.
dude.
You have to know neurochemistry like hard.
You think
have to
people
have,
are
like, a
that smart?
master's.
They just know everything.
No, not everything, but they must know a lot about certain things.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it. You can know a little about a lot. You can know a lot about a little.
You know a lot about a little.
That's like Joe Rogan. He knows a lot about a little.
You know, he knows a little about a lot. I would say.
I think both.
I think it's just a fucking. He's smarter than he gives himself credit for.
Like he knows a lot, bro.
Yeah, like
He talks to a lot of people.
Yeah, that's it. Like the more life experience and the more people you speak to, then
And
I
he's
guess
50.
yeah, exactly. Like we're 28.
Like we're only gonna get smarter from here, man, or wiser.
Yeah,
it's
wiser.
true. It's true.
Yeah.
Like when we were
I don't know the
16,
way we're going and the way our conversations go. I'm not. I'm not sure
but
about
there's
that.
structured stupidity, man. It's
Yeah.
good. You know.
There's a method to the madness, honestly.
And there is a method. To
I feel like I'm getting wiser. I don't know about you guys.
100%, man.
Yeah, I
it's
really
all
think
through
so.
experiences that
Yeah.
things that we're going through in our life, man. You wake up.
But it's not just what we're going through; it's how we're like going
Reacting.
through those things.
Yeah, how you
Yeah.
react to it.
Yeah.
It's how you react to it. It's the whole experience thing.
Because there's like 45-year-olds out
45-year-olds.
there. Yeah, that are like sleeping still. It's like, bro, you
Yeah.
haven't woken up.
It's like you're 45 years old.
Like, and you
Yeah.
could be full married with a house, kid, and job, and like,
Yeah.
you can tell like this guy hasn't woken up yet.
Well,
I'm not saying I'm woke, but like, there's like little self-awareness with
Well,
some
just to
people.
me, like the little things, for example. Okay, so like I told you the story the other day, probably you too. I go to the gas station. Okay, there's a guy paying. I'm in line. I'm right behind him. We're only two in the store. And the customer, is telling off the cashier about how he's an asshole because he has to prepay before putting gas.
This is the best guys.
And he's telling off the guy about how the guy's an idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. I have to prepay. What the fuck? Since when? It's like, what? I'm in line. I'm like,
So who works here? You or him?
I'm like, first of all, what do you mean since when? Have you not been in Montreal for the last literally 25 years when you're prepaying gas before putting it?
Yeah.
Like, are you retarded? Anyways, this guy he's outside. He fucks up the button. The guy, because he pressed the wrong button. he's screaming, I fucking, I'm gonna say it in English, oh, you're a fucking idiot, you're a fucking retard, you know what how you're doing. It's like, bro, it's like, but like these are just simple tasks.
It's just etiquette, dude.
Number one, etiquette. Number one, go in line, prepare your gas, put your gas, and press the right button. If you make a mistake in pressing the button, 87, 89, or 91, just go back inside and say, listen, I made a mistake. Don't call the guy an idiot for you pressing the wrong button. Like I was.
Yeah,
so
these guys, those type of people take like no self-responsibility for anything.
Oh, it's like ridiculous.
It's crazy.
Like it's crazy.
How
man.
can you still be
And
alive?
And like
That's
I'm
what
just standing
confuses
there, like I'm more shocked than anything else because you literally can't be this stupid as a human.
Yeah. Dude, okay, I was saying this the other day. Okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about when I'm going to bring this up. Like it's that situation's like etiquette, right?
Yeah.
But in general,
It's just the basic shit, though, man.
Yeah.
This is like grade 1 shit.
but
man.
for anything, it's like you must not have friends because if you have friends, for the most part, they'll be like, dude, like you're overreacting, or like don't say that, or don't do this. You know what I mean?
Like relax. Yeah.
Like Leo and I, we were chilling with a friend of ours. When was it? Monday? Could it have been Monday or
I
Tuesday?
thought I was gonna say Wednesday, but yes, it was Wednesday.
Yeah, it might have
Tuesday,
been
whatever.
Monday or Tuesday. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
Please chill without me.
Yeah, where were you? I didn't even know where the hell you were. It was around the time where
It was
curfew
a good night, no?
Yeah, it was a chill night.
Fucking good night.
And so our friend was showing us this guy that's been DMing her, okay?
Oh, yeah.
And like already there, like these guys that it's just like nonstop, like message after message, like dude, get the you know what I mean? Like get a hint.
Yeah.
Like, do you not realize that this person's not down
Dude,
to speak to
after
you?
like even if a girl just writes like LOL, I'll like immediately
dude.
bank out. Like
Yeah.
I won't try anymore. I can't.
Yeah. It's I physically cannot do it. Like if you
No.
just answer back LOL, like not even a capital, dude, just minuscule
Oh,
LOL,
those are the worst.
out, dude.
Minuscule L.
Yeah. LOL, all lowercase.
Yeah, all lowercase.
I'm out, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't even physically bring myself to even like it or answer
I
back.
feel-
You've made yourself very clear.
I
Yeah.
feel pathetic, to
yeah,
be honest.
that's exactly what
And
you
that's
feel
like not even that bad.
Yeah. And so this guy, dude, like she would view his things, leave him on, give him R bombs, dude, like leave him on red, like answer back really bluntly. And this guy's just going, dude, message after message after message to the point where she had to tell him, like, look, I have COVID, like we can't chill. You know what I mean? Even though she doesn't, like she just said it to kind of get him off her back.
It was an excuse, yeah.
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 Dude, doesn't this guy send her 2 videos, okay, DM? And it's like, oh yeah, you know, like I hope you're doing all right, you know, like and he's going at it, dude, like for the full 15 seconds in each video, you know what I mean? So a full 30 seconds of like
Full character.
yeah, if you need anything, let me know. I could go do your groceries for you. Like, let me know. And it's like, have you not been reading this conversation between you and her where she's not like reciprocating any of the energy?
Yeah.
It's like we can do whatever. So she watches these 2 things with us while we're there. Doesn't answer. So it shows open, shows red. Doesn't he send 5 more, dude? Okay. And this is where it gets fucking hilarious. We opened the video together, and I have to. I think I showed it
No,
to you.
I saw it, yeah.
We opened the video together. The video starts off, dude, and he starts talking. He's like, "Look, I know you read my message before, but it's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I hope you're doing okay. I hope you're all right. I hope your family is good." And then as I'm watching this, I'm like, "Is this guy on the floor?"
Oh yeah, and he's wearing a garbage bag.
Yeah. I'm like, first of all, what is he wearing?
No, it's, that's what, like, I mean, it's not an actual garbage bag, but it looks like a fucking garbage
No,
bag.
I think it was a garbage bag.
No,
I
it was
think
like one of those really puffy jackets.
No, it was a garbage bag shirt, but I know why. I'll explain why that is.
Okay.
So I'm looking at the video and I'm like, what is he wearing? Number one, and I'm like, is this guy on the floor? Because he's like crouched in front of the camera. I'm like, what is he doing on the floor? So then I'm like, yeah, he's on the floor. What the fuck? He's like, I hope you're okay. You know, I'm just trying to entertain myself, talk to you, talk to the camera, and you know, maybe do a little workout. So he starts going like a yoga pose, dude, just like a standing cobra, you know? He's like, this is a little workout, maybe the one that we were hoping to do someday. And I'm like, what the fuck? Doesn't he go into push-ups, dude? He starts doing 10 push-ups on camera. I'm like, this is not real. This can't be real. 10 push-ups. Boom, turns around.
Yeah,
10 sit-ups.
That's the best part. When he turns around to do sit-ups,
Sit-ups. Dude, this guy
I lost it. I'm like, this guy can't
this
be real.
guy fully did 10 push-ups and 10 sit-ups, turned back to the camera and went, whoo, that was exhausting.
The door.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Turns back around to the camera. He's like, all right, girl. So, you know, like if you need anything, let me know. Ooh, that was exhausting. And I'm just like, dude, what is going on in your mind? I need to know guys like this because this happens so much more often than we think. Like we don't get it as guys because
No,
we
I don't
don't
think
get
we
that
understand.
form of harassment. Girls get it on a regular basis.
Is it true?
Yeah, Andrea's nodding. So it's like,
Yes, she's nodding.
to me, there's 2 extremes, okay? And I might be wrong. It's either you're so self-obsessed and so not self-aware that you think you're so hot and that this can only turn this person on, that you're doing push-ups and sit-ups in the camera, or it's got to be like some form of like mild autism, dude, where like you don't understand like social cues, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Maybe he just doesn't give a fuck. You know what I mean?
But like, I
because
don't
in the
get
video,
it.
okay, and like I'm just saying, he's not even like the ugliest guy.
He's a good-looking
No,
guy.
he's a good-looking
very
guy.
good-looking guy.
He's a very like, man, relax.
He was.
Oh my god! Oh Jesus!
He really was.
No, he is.
Like-
He's a good-looking guy, man, for sure. Like when I saw him, like this guy's not even ugly. Like,
Yeah.
what do you? Jesus, bro. He's getting fucking. But so it's like, what are you doing, man? You could probably just get girls or whatever
Yeah.
by just being yourself, man.
Yeah,
Like,
he just needs to like show up to places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just gonna knock on Leo's door.
Give me his Insta handle. I'm gonna DM him.
But dude, it's fucked up, man. Because like, I can never. Like, just an LOL makes me feel pathetic.
Yeah.
Imagine I sent you 7 videos back to back and you didn't even respond. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't understand the mindset. And like I'm saying this, I know so many girls who talk about this all the time where like they'll get just nonstop harassment or messages from guys. And it's like, I don't get like what the fucking mindset is whatsoever. It doesn't
I think
compute
it's
with me
they
whatsoever.
think that the girl doesn't think she knows what she wants and they know better. And they're just forcing themselves down their throat.
I don't
That's what
just,
I
like-
it is for some.
I don't get that logic though.
That's why it
If
doesn't
you're like a
compute.
normal person, you understand that when somebody leaves you on red, it
Yeah.
means they don't want to talk.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
If
Like,
they've
what?
left you on red like 7 times in a row, like, you know what I mean? Like they're not down. They're not into it.
Yeah.
And then the best part about this whole thing after is that we were really high. Okay. So we're like, what we need you to answer back something. So we're like, what can be the stupidest thing to answer back? So we're looking around. I'm like, yeah, just take a picture of a banana or like put a bunch of shit in a bag or random objects and just pull them out and videotape it. You know what I mean? Like just stupid shit, just kind of fuck back with him, you know? And then finally I look up and I see I have my pull-up bar downstairs that it's yours actually.
Yeah, it is mine. It's true.
And I'm like, I got it. I'm like, he's doing push-ups and sit-ups. I go, I'm going to film you holding onto the pull-up bar. Leo's underneath the camera, not in
oh,
sight.
you were under her.
I was
But
lifting
yeah,
her up.
so lifting her up. So we do like a 10-second clip of her doing pull-ups with the
great.
First of all, yeah, we did
like
like Rocky things, like Rocky music, but like the first, because it took like 3 takes to actually get it right. The first time she wasn't even pulling herself up. I had to literally pull her up. I'm like, yo, girl's name, can you like help me out here? I'm like lifting her up.
I'm like,
Like,
She's
I'm
like,
gonna
oh, you
refresh.
wanted me to do something. I was like, yeah,
yeah,
dude,
like
this
you gotta
is a
put
joint
some work.
effort.
Yeah, you
Let's
gotta
go.
put some work in. So he sends her that, dude.
Sweating.
Listen to this. This is what he responds the next day.
He answered her.
Yeah,
Okay, this
it
I
was
don't
it was
know
a
about.
fucking hilarious video, by the way, that we sent with the Rocky theme in the back.
It was genius.
So happy to see you do the pull-ups. Keep it like that, and also exercise your breathing. Inhale and hold your oxygen for 20 to 30 seconds, then exhale and do like this about 5-7 times a day. It will get you a bit dizzy, which is okay. Don't exaggerate, but your lungs need exercise too. I drink a lot, like a lot. Herbal tea, not alcohol. Like, what are you saying, dude? You know what I mean? Like,
Josh, like I just cringe, bro.
man, it's crazy. And, like,
Honestly, I almost like.
I feel
I
bad.
feel bad.
I feel
bro.
bad like singling this guy out. I'm obviously not saying names and shit, but I'm
No,
using
I
this to
feel
like
bad
kinda,
like for him almost,
Yeah.
man. Like in a weird way. Not that I'm better, but like I don't know, man.
I think he's
Just,
like a massive fan of this podcast.
yeah, it's like what the fuck are these
Yeah.
guys talking about me?
I know,
Well,
I'm-
dude, if you're hearing this, like, wake up, bro.
Yeah, yeah,
Like,
honestly,
stop
like,
this
if-
nonsense.
Yeah, if I could give any guy out there advice, 1 time getting left on red, she's not down. 7 times getting left on red, she will fucking stab you if she sees you in person. It's enough. Leave it alone.
If you're left on red,
Leave it
you have
alone.
one more chance to like
Yeah.
turn her around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta like pull in something funny,
Yeah.
and if she leaves you on red after that,
Yeah, you're done.
Yeah,
leave.
exactly.
You're cooked.
you're
Exactly.
cooked. That's it.
Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Take them all out. Any R bomb, get out of there. Find the next one. It's not happening.
I think this guy is like just really confident. Just like an idiot.
It's not confident, man.
It's just stupid.
I don't think that's confidence.
I think it's a veneer of confidence. It's like a facade of confidence, you know?
Veneer.
No, it's okay. I approve.
I like it though.
Yeah.
How do you veneer?
What?
Veneer.
Veneer. How do you spell veneer?
I don't know.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with an I.
No, there's no I in there.
I remember once in elementary school, I was in catechism, and I was like next to a kid, and we had to like read a verse from the Bible or something, and he turned around and he just looked at me. I don't know why it just came to my mind. He's like, dude, like, what the fuck's this word? I look, it was act.
First of all, like you might think I'm really stupid, but during an English exam in grade 2, I got one word wrong because I didn't know how to spell of, like O-F,
Was right O-V.
O-V-E.
Jesus. How old are you?
You
was in grade
spelled
2, man.
O-V
O-V-E.
It makes more sense
for
though.
of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
But
more
why is there
sense.
an F, first of all?
Me
Yeah.
once I put instead of like A-R-E for R, I just dropped an R. Like the kids R.
Like in an essay.
Like a
Like
text.
yeah, like grade 2, grade 1.
Oh, okay.
Like
that makes,
a text.
Yeah, she's like, let's say
Yeah.
like spelling
Well,
bee.
Leo was the worst fucking. Leo texts like a 2-year-old.
Yeah.
It gets me so
Oh,
Oh,
nervous.
I don't have time for this shit.
It gets me so nervous. Like any like minimal effort for even for letters.
Yeah, like board games, BGs.
Oh my god, yeah.
It's so long board games, bro.
It's just to write it out in text. You're just like, what the fuck?
Listen,
Because
man,
once you started and like now you'll know if I ever write BGs, you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's true.
it could be anything. Could be like.
But I find that's what our slang is. We don't have a set verbiage in that sense. We don't have like actual words that are just always in place. It's just ever evolving. Like we just say things that aren't ever even things until the moment we say them, and at that point they become things until they aren't anymore.
like what? Well, like
BGs,
everything.
Yeah, BGs,
Yeah.
BD.
Yeah, BD.
You know what I mean?
Like
Mentee.
even now, like we always say like, oh, she's a B. Remember
Yeah.
Dahlia? She's like, what do you mean, like A, B, C, D? Like
Oh, like
she's
what?
second
Like,
class.
she's second class. I know she's a B. She's like
Yeah.
she's a broad.
So, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
She's not
like-
like ABC. Like she's a B.
Like even when I say like, or when we say like, oh, that's fucking like that girl's disgusting. You know, like
Yeah.
people think you're saying she's not good looking.
Yeah.
But it's like she's so good that it's bad.
It's she's so good you want to puke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of slang like that that's
I love
evolved to be like
The opposite.
in the history of the swear words. They were
Yeah.
talking about shit, right? And like is supposed to like mean defecation, right? Like shit, like pooping, you know.
Yeah.
But like it's evolved to be like, oh, you're the shit.
Yeah.
you know what I
Like
mean?
that's
So
the
like,
shit.
I find a lot of slang evolved in that sense where it's like something bad ends up becoming something good.
Yeah,
You're
but
the
shit is also like you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, but if you're
It
the
depends.
shit,
It all depends how you word it.
So it could have both.
yeah.
Could have both.
If you're a piece of shit, it's bad. But if you're the shit, you're like, man, I'm the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah,
Like
I'm
you are a shit.
yeah.
So
I'm
how
the
are you,
shit.
You're the shit.
Well, you know why I think? Because I mean, I guess both guys and girls use it, but like for guys, when you take a really nice dump, you're like, oof, that was mental, it's so top.
Yeah.
So like the shit is like you're the shit. You're that, like you were the good dump. You know what I mean? You're the shit.
I don't
was,
know
like,
if
so
it's
good.
that. I don't.
Because
think
in
they're, like,
reality, it really
correlated.
wouldn't make sense. Because if you're a piece of shit and that's bad, and then like you're the shit and that's good, like if you're just a piece
of the shit.
of the shit, like
Yeah.
how is it bad? You're just a piece of it.
Yeah, like
But you're
more
a piece of
pieces-
shit. You're not a piece of the shit. If you're a piece of the shit, you're like a fraction of the shit.
So the
you're
shit
a fraction
is
of really good.
the shit is like a vibe. Like you're the shit.
you're the
it's
shit.
a vibe.
It's part of the shit.
It's the that makes a difference.
Yeah,
It makes
exactly.
it like
Yeah.
a noun.
It's because it's unique. The shit, that is only that one shit.
It's like the shit.
Yeah, it's like the best shit.
I mean, we said shit so many times. What else is like? Oh,
Hey,
that
fun
song's
fact.
the
You know who
shit.
says the F word the most in movie history?
Who?
Oh yeah,
Can I
yeah.
guess is an actor.
Yeah.
Who do you think it would be? Because me too. I remember
Yeah.
watching. I was like, okay, it's for sure this one guy.
Yeah. I thought personally it would be like Al Pacino. That was my
Samuel L.
first-
Jackson.
or Samuel L. Jackson.
No, I wasn't thinking these people.
I wasn't thinking these people.
Is
you
it like one
thinking?
of those old actors like
I'm
that?
not telling you.
Give me a hint.
Somebody post 2000.
Okay, it's a guy. That's the only hint I'm gonna give you. It's a male actor.
Post 2000 male actor.
Yeah, post 2000 male actor.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, was it fuck or who swears the most?
No, it was
It was
fuck.
fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm only thinking of Seth Rogen right now.
No.
It's along those lines.
It's along
though.
those lines, actually. Surprisingly,
Jonah Hill.
it's Jonah Hill.
Yeah, I
Wouldn't
knew
that-
it was one of those guys.
Yeah, but I don't feel like
More
that's-
than Samuel L. Jackson and more than these
Yeah.
guys. Are you kidding me?
Samuel L. Jackson doesn't take a movie role unless he can say fuck in it.
Yeah, but maybe, bro, Jonah Hill, like just in Superbad, he probably beat like Samuel.
Apparently, the record is Jonah Hill in Wolf of Wall Street. He says fuck the most
Yeah.
out of any movie, apparently.
that movie's so fucking good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I find that movie a bit overrated. It's very good,
It's a good
but
movie.
but like I
I
don't
have
know.
to rewatch
It makes
I
you
only-
want to thrive.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
want to thrive. I only watched it once, so I should rewatch it to see if it's actually good. I liked it when I watched it the first time.
I thought it was good, but it's just like I didn't think there was a plot line. It was just a series of really fucked up events, one after
Makes
the
you want
next.
to fucking smoke cigs. That movie.
Makes you want to
man.
fucking snort cocaine out of a prostitute's asshole. Dude. That
Yeah.
first scene. For the record, I don't.
I love
I
when
don't
he's like, I'm
snort
not
cocaine
fucking
out of
leaving, and everyone's like buzzing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many memes about that shit.
Yeah,
It's
there's
great.
all kinds of them. But just to go back to what we were saying before, like the guy, like it's confidence. Do you think it's confidence, or do you think it's like insecurity masquerading as confidence? Because I have this thought all the time too, where it's like this is something that's actually been written in my phone. I think since like episode 30.
Okay.
I always have this thought of like you go on Instagram, it's just chicks' asses everywhere,
Yeah.
right? Do you think that like, and even for guys, the guys who are always like, oh yeah, my abs, my chin, oh yeah, like the gym bros or whatever. Do you think that the people who are constantly flashing these parts of themselves stems from confidence, or do you think it's insecurity masquerading as confidence? Because
I don't think you could put anyone in a group. Everyone
No?
probably does it for
I
different
feel like
intentions.
I feel like if personally me, if I was insecure about especially something like my body, I would have a hard time putting my body on Instagram.
well, it doesn't have to be about your body. Not necessarily about your body, but just insecure in general about maybe yourself or I don't know, your relationships or whatever. And it's like you're looking for validation in any way possible. And so to get that validation, it's like, oh, well, I have a nice ass. Like maybe I'll just show my ass to get that validation that I'm seeking elsewhere, you know? Or I'll show my abs, or I'll show my chest to get that validation that I'm seeking elsewhere. Like sometimes you'll see those, we were talking about this last week.
How it works, man.
The stories where it's like a girl's like on vacation, and it's like she's moving around, and then it's like it always inevitably ends up to her cleavage, you know? And it's just like, like you're trying to show me that you're on the beach. Like, why is it here?
Because it works.
I think it's more for attention, to be honest, more than anything else.
For
Maybe
sure.
attention and being insecure, or like go hand in
Think
hand.
about
I
it
don't
like
know.
this. Imagine a girl that like posts like a story of her ass or like her body, and like she's really feeling it, and she gets 0 DMs. Okay, like that's it. Like that would be a fucking shot to her ego.
Yeah, they must get so many DMs, dude. Just like
You know?
nonsense.
But that doesn't happen.
That's exactly why I'm saying that they do it.
I've seen a girl's DMs once. Like, I haven't read them all, but like, you know, there's your DMs and there's the requests. Dude,
Yeah.
58 requests. And like, first of all, that gives me anxiety just seeing that. 58 requested DMs. And like, we went and looked at it, and there was some people like, oh, there's like saying just really random. One guy sent a fucking picture of like a Lego set or something. He's like, yeah, this is my Lego cars. And he was like super into it, you know? Like, just fucked up shit. Like, this is what I'm saying. Like, girls get it so
I think Instagram
much.
is like skewing dating hard, man. It's giving people like real unrealistic like ideas of how many people actually care about you.
Yeah. Well, it's
like,
like
want
Twitter,
you.
it's like Facebook. Everybody now has a platform to express their opinions, and because now they have that platform, they feel like their opinion holds more weight than it actually does.
Like this podcast.
Yeah, pretty much, exactly. But I know my opinion holds no weight. I know that we're a bunch of fucking idiots just ranting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But some people, like, you'll go on Facebook, even like the people who like, everybody knows that one person who's just lost their mind on fucking Instagram. You know what I mean? Or on Facebook, whatever.
Honestly, man, I've had enough.
Oh, dude.
It's
like,
I
I get-
unfollow now. Bro.
I get it.
bro,
You
I
believe
don't know.
something.
Ciao.
I get it. You believe in something. Stop cramming it down people's throats. You know what I mean? Like,
But you can just unfollow them. Bro.
yeah, for sure.
You know, like they can post whatever the fuck they want, and they have
Yeah.
the ultimate. I say, if that's what you want to do, go for it.
Yeah, but you know what my thing with that is? It's not necessarily even like them posting it. It's for any opinion. I have a hard time with people who really like marry themselves to an opinion. Like if you're posting constantly about something, it's not the fact that you're posting that really bugs me. It's that you've now eliminated any opportunity for you to learn anything new that may contradict what you believe.
Well, they don't care about that. That's the whole point. They,
But that's
in
the
their
problem.
mind,
Yeah.
they know it all.
Yeah,
from
but
A to Z.
that's what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
I know someone who at the beginning of, let's say, I'll give a very like a very obvious example, but at the beginning of COVID was like posting shit on Instagram and like, guys, like, stay the fuck home. What are you doing? You're ruining people who own businesses like me. Like, I'm losing my money and blah blah blah. Who now is saying the opposite basically on stories and shit like that. You know what I mean?
And that's okay.
It's totally fine.
Yeah.
It's totally fine. You're allowed to have your opinion change and stuff. But what I'm saying is, like, when you post shit like constantly about having an opinion, you marry I think anyway, you marry yourself
do.
to an opinion.
You do.
And then you either eliminate the opportunity to learn and change your mind if ever something contradicts what you believe, or on the opposite side, you'll just look like an idiot after because you were so adamant about this opinion or this thought that you had, and everybody else is an idiot because they didn't agree with you, and you showcase that to everybody, and now you're contradicting yourself. So you just look like
I
a
guess there's
fucking
like
idiot.
that line there, you know. But either way, man, let's say somebody on Instagram would like start doing that shit, and like they would come out and like say the opposite. Like, I guess you look stupid, but like whatever. Good for you for actually realizing, because some people they're gonna stick to their guns no matter what. Even if
Yeah.
they know they're wrong, they're gonna
Pride,
continue on
yeah.
that shit. It's like,
Yeah.
listen, man, like so
Pride.
at
That's
the
what
end,
it is.
it's a pride thing. So at the end of the day, what's actually worse? The pride thing to me is worse.
Well, yeah,
Because-
because you stay
because you're
stuck.
preaching something that you don't even believe in
Yeah.
yourself anymore. You did at one point,
Yeah.
and now you don't anymore. So
I
just,
prefer the people who have the
Yeah.
self-awareness to be able to change their mind.
Yeah.
But I just think that, like, I don't know, all these like political opinions, all these things, whatever, like, I don't think that they have a place really on Instagram anyway. Like, I don't know, maybe Facebook,
I
whatever.
disagree with you, man.
I don't know.
I disagree because like it's their page; they can do what they want.
Yeah, absolutely.
Honestly.
And I'm
Yeah,
not
but
saying
you know
people
what,
shouldn't
Leo?
be,
Like, I agree with you, but I don't. It's your page, but like, it's only your page because people are viewing your page, man. So it's like, if you're gonna go preach that shit, you're preaching it to others. If you're gonna be home and you're gonna read books about how mental Trump is or how much you love Hitler and shit like that, like that's on you.
Mhm.
But don't go preach it on Instagram where we're all gonna hear it.
But you don't have to hear it. That's my point.
What if
It's your choice. At
I
the end
get
of the
it.
day.
I get it.
It's like capitalism almost. It's like you buy in the market, you get a product back. If you stop buying it, that thing dies.
yeah.
Yeah.
But also, like, on the other side of that coin, like, let's say tomorrow, okay, I follow you on Instagram, right? Let's say tomorrow you become like, oh, dude, like, you know what, man, I really read about it, and like Hitler, dude, he's the best. I really love him.
Yeah.
And then you just start like putting videos about Hitler and like expressing opinions on Instagram and shit. Like, you're my friend, I still want to follow you, but like I don't feel like hearing your
That's the
fucking
thing,
nonsense.
though.
You know?
Like, I almost feel bad unfollowing you. Not that I
Yeah.
feel bad, but like, we're friends. Like, I don't want to unfollow you. You know, like, that's stupid too in itself, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
why is
yeah,
it
it's a
like
weird-
why
yeah,
is it
like-
such a big deal if I
yeah,
unfollow you? Like we're
stupid.
still gonna be
Yeah.
like when I see you in person, we're still gonna be chill.
Yeah.
But it's like you're pretty
I mean,
much
if you're
saying-
telling me Hitler's the best, like I'll probably be like, listen. Like,
besides
relax.
that, but it's like Instagram is pretty much like if you want to follow it, you're pretty much saying I don't want to hear your shit anymore. So like people take it bad.
Yeah,
you know?
I'm fed up with your shit. That's exactly
Yeah,
what it is.
I don't want to hear it anymore, man.
Well,
I'm
but
fed up.
maybe they need that wake up call, man. You know, so
Could
maybe
be.
it needs to be fucking
Like I just want to like clarify. Like I don't think any opinion is right or wrong. I just think the idea of like marrying yourself so adamantly to any one idea or thought, like you grow as a person. You know what I mean? Like when I was a kid, I thought that water from the faucet would go through your hand because it was see through, and I would see it flowing over here.
Yeah.
Imagine I would be going on Instagram and be like, "You guys, wake the fuck up, man! The water's going through your hand. Wake up, you fucking idiots!" And then like 2 years later, it's like, "Oh no, like it's not going through my hand. Like it's actually just like flowing on the side." You know?
If I remember once I was so high when I got home, and like my mom, her hands were wet, like I was so high, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm like, why are your hands like so shiny? Because like the water, and she's like, they're just wet, and I was like, oh fuck, you know, and she's like, this guy's fucking dumb, you know, like how stoned are you right now?
Yeah.
Anyways, this reminded me of that fun fact.
7:10. What are we in right now? I hate this thing that we're like timed now.
I know, I hate
it's
it.
like an 8 o'clock
The thing
ticking
is
time
like
bomb
it's
now.
okay if we like because I can just upload it when we get home.
Yeah,
It's not gonna
sure.
take anything.
Well, you takes you what, like 15 minutes? to get home?
7:30, gotta get
It's
the fuck
so
out
it's
of here.
such a strange feeling. I'm still not used to it.
5 whatever.
You know what though? I was thinking today, like it's gonna be nice, because usually right now we'd be done at like 11:30. Like I gotta rush home. I fucking go straight
We
to
get to
bed. I
go
work
home
tomorrow.
on this case.
Like I get to go home and it's 8 o'clock. There's
Yeah.
hockey starting. There's like a big game tonight. Like I'm so down.
Yeah.
Winnipeg, Calgary. I'm gonna rip it, and I have all night to just chill. And this is like done. You know, like
It's tomorrow Friday. Are we Thursday? We're Thursday today.
Yeah.
Aren't we? Oh my
I
god.
thought today was Wednesday,
Yeah,
and I
me
was like,
too.
oh my god, we're potting tonight.
Yeah.
why
It's just
'Cause I
like
thought it was
Well, the
Wednesday.
days feel all off, man.
we
It's
don't pot
weird.
on Wednesdays?
I thought it was Wednesday, so I was like, okay, I didn't think we were potting.
Oh, you didn't think we were potting tonight?
No,
Okay.
It's such a strange thing. It's like this 8 p.m. like ticking time bomb thing, man. It's just like you're just counting down. You're like, oh
it's
god,
fun.
we got-
It's
we got
fun.
10 minutes
I
left.
wish they made it earlier, like 6. You should have done like a
dude. Can you
like
imagine?
an 8 to 6. You know, you're scrambling everywhere to the city to chaos. Like, go.
Lil thrives on chaos. Yeah.
Just a little bit.
But you know
just
what? Like
enough.
the curfew is chill. Well, chill. I don't want to say chill. Like relatively chill during the week because
Yeah.
you work.
You guys
whatever.
are gonna be in curfew. I'm predicting till end of May.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
I already heard rumors till April.
There's
It's
gonna
gonna be
be
worse than that.
chaos. in
Fun
the-
fact.
Dude, my
April.
mom said she's gonna protest if it goes past February. She told me today. I was like, yeah. I'm like, I don't know, maybe. I think it's gonna go longer. She's like, no. She's like, I'm gonna go in the streets.
The vaccines are coming out, bro.
Well, apparently they're like withholding a second dose now or something.
Yeah,
I don't even
It's
follow it
There's so
anymore.
much
man,
content.
honestly.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't watched. I can't.
I mean,
I'm
apparently
fed
Bill
up.
Gates is like hiding in people's rooms to like cut their dicks off at night and give the
Yeah,
vaccine
yeah,
through
yeah,
their
yeah.
balls.
Yeah, what's up with Bill Gates being a bad guy?
I don't, dude.
I need Microsoft, man. Get on some Slack.
I don't
He
get it.
changed the world.
This week, actually, this coming week, I wanted to set myself a not a goal, I guess, but like I wanted to do something. All these weird conspiracy theories that we know, I want to like. I've never really taken the time to go see like
debunk them.
not debunk them. I want to go see like what are the videos that like flat earthers are watching to confirm their thoughts. What are the videos that Holocaust deniers are watching to confirm their thoughts? I want to go watch these things just to see what the argument is against it. You
The
know
only
what I mean?
ones I've watched are Flat Earth, not convinced. And what was the other one?
What's the flat earth theory that they use the fucking fisheye lens in space and it becomes looks
Yeah,
like it's a
so
circle?
all of NASA is just a joke. Everything is CGI, which I find so insulting to like astrophysicists and like astronauts. I mean,
Never mind them. The people who died go trying like there's what was it, Challenger,
Yeah.
the spaceship that blew up there.
Literally
with the,
blew up.
Yeah. people
Anyway,
died.
whatever.
Coming
You know
down too, I think.
They're actors.
I think coming down it blew up. Imagine
No,
you're
going up.
you're
Going up.
rolling up.
Yeah.
I think one blew up coming down.
Yeah, there was like another thing with like water. So you know, like there's a curvature of the Earth, right?
Yeah.
So if you point a laser straight, like you shouldn't hit a boat certain like kilometers away.
If we want a laser straight,
If you point the laser straight,
a laser. Yeah.
the laser should like kind of. It's not gonna curve with the Earth, right?
Okay.
I think physics. That's what I'm assuming. So you go straight.
Physics, bro.
And then, like, let's say it goes here, but the curvature starts here, so the boat's gonna start. So you shouldn't be hitting the boat
Because
because
the boat is under. It's like
it's
here.
curving. Yeah, after a certain amount of kilometers,
That's
there's
a good
like an
question.
angle.
Would it just like go into the atmosphere like straight at that point, or would it curve with the Earth?
Well,
The laser.
the laser, I don't know. We'd have to ask like.
I think it would curve with the Earth just because like the way light bends and shit. Because you only
but
see
there's
the
not
laser
enough
because
gravity on Earth to like bend light. You need dark holes for that.
True.
Like Earth is not strong enough. I can point a flashlight up and
Yeah.
it's gonna go up.
So what's
Yeah.
what's their like?
So
their
what they were
logic?
saying is like if you point the laser, it shouldn't hit that boat.
Yeah.
after so many kilometers.
Yeah.
And they did the test and like it hit the boat. Oh no, it didn't hit. They said it would hit the boat. Thank you. Okay, so they said it would hit the boat because if it's flat Earth.
Yeah.
So if you're like down here, you can point a laser to like Panama and it should fucking
And it hit the boat though.
and hit a boat.
Yeah.
But like
It didn't.
because there's a curvature, the boat will like descend kind of downwards,
Yeah.
so the laser completely misses it.
Yeah.
And
But
that's what.
in this test, did they hit the boat or not?
No, they like in the end of the flat Earth documentary, it ended on a flop. Like, oh yeah, this test didn't conclude like our theory.
They
Well,
hype
because-
they hype you up for
But that
2
doesn't make
hours.
sense because you're saying if the Earth is flat, obviously, if the Earth is flat like this, you're pointing a laser from here to here, it's gonna hit the boat.
Yes,
So in their theory, they should have hit the boat,
but it didn't.
but it didn't.
Exactly.
So they're wrong.
yeah,
so
but
they
it
actually,
wasn't.
so they actually did a theory. They did tests, and then it was wrong.
Yeah.
And,
And
then
they
they put it,
still
and
made a
then they put it
documentary.
in production and put it on YouTube.
Well, this girl was like, she
I
was
I don't get it, man.
like documenting flat Earth people, but from a very unbiased perspective. Like, tell us your story.
Okay.
She was like kind of, let's say, in the middle.
Mm.
She's like, I want to know what you guys are talking about.
Well, that's
whatever.
why. Like, I kind of want to see the other argument. Not that I believe any of that stuff, but it's just like,
Whatever, you see the other side.
why do Holocaust deniers think that like the Holocaust was faked? You know what I mean? Or just like flat
I don't know.
earthers?
The
Or like,
Holocaust
I feel like
one is
people
really
just.
weird.
I feel like
That's a
people
weird
just they want to believe in random shit.
Then
To
there's
be
like the
honest.
whole NASA one with the first men on the moon.
Yeah.
But I think that's not true because there's like a piece of mirror on the moon that like astronomers use to reflect back. Like they
Mhm.
shoot lasers at the moon. You ever watch Big Bang? They do it
Yeah,
in there.
yeah.
Anyway.
I was reading a thing actually that speaking of like Holocaust denial and shit like that, that like the concentration camps were only discovered when the war was won. So like when America and the Allies got into the war to fight Hitler and the Axis,
Yeah.
it wasn't because they knew that there was like the mass like killing of Jews in that sense. Like, they knew that there was like this like, some shit going on and that he was trying to take over Hitler, which is what he was trying to do. He was trying to take over land and take over territories. And so he had to be stopped because he was like bombing England. He was whatever. So they got involved. And what happened was when they won the war, when Berlin was taken down, when Russia got in and Hitler killed himself. When
Apparently
the-
not, by the way. Another theory.
Yeah,
If I
exactly.
look it up.
Apparently not. Yeah,
He's chilling with Tupac.
yeah. He's in Argentina. Or
Yeah, he's
some shit.
Argentina, exactly. Yeah.
And so when all the Allies kind of raided Berlin and started to like take over Germany, take it back, basically they were like scouring the lands and they came across like really emaciated people who were the Jews who had escaped from the concentration camps after the war was won. And they go, what the fuck what happened to this person? Like imagine just seeing somebody like you know the way they looked in the pictures, right? Like, very, very skinny.
fucking,
It's
like, yeah.
disgusting.
In those
They
like
have it's all bone.
in the concentration camp like jumpsuits that they had, you know,
Yeah.
and so like they found them and then they like you have to come, and they led them back to the concentration camps. So all these concentration camps were found afterwards. And so I read this thing that I don't believe this, but like that Hitler is showcased as the guy who was killing the Jews, right? I read this thing that apparently like and they give a bunch of examples why, but whatever, that he didn't know, he wasn't aware that all the Jews were being killed in the concentration camps that he was like sending them to, you know what I mean? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Like
He wasn't aware. They were just torturing them.
yeah,
They were supposed to be like regular prisoners.
yeah, it's supposed to just be like a regular place to put the other or whatever.
Yeah.
But like the SS guards took it upon themselves
Didn't
to
he
like,
say like in his
exterminate.
speeches like we have to get rid of the vermin and like call them like these?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
They found them like
they're-
literally
they're-
like scum
yeah.
and shit. Like
Yeah,
like,
he's
yeah.
behind it, bro.
yeah. Their
Come on,
argument was
man.
like he wanted them out of the country because
Oh,
they were taking jobs
so
and whatever.
they were so scared of Hitler, all these SS guys or whatever, that they would never do anything behind his back. 'Cause
Yeah.
They were gonna get killed in 2
But
seconds.
it wasn't even fear. That's the crazy part because I've been watching a lot of like World War II stuff. I always go into like a World War II binge every year, and it wasn't even fear. It was respect, dude. Because this guy came in at a time where Germany was so downgraded as a country in terms of their military.
lost
and-
World
yeah,
War
they lost
One.
World War One, and to be able to like kind of survive as a country, they had to sign the Treaty of Versailles, which was their surrender agreement.
Yeah.
So it limited them to a certain capacity for the military. It limited them to a certain capacity in terms of like
They lost land
Pop-
to Russia
yeah,
and
in terms of what land they
France,
own,
I
in terms
think.
of how much money they can have. So like they were just basically like kicked aside as a country, you know what I mean? And coming out of World War One, which Hitler served in, he grew out of that and had a resentment to the rest of the world and a resentment to this idea that Germany was like a second class race because he's like, no, we're the best. We're the
Yeah.
shit. We're the shit. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, they should.
And so because he had this mindset and he was very, I guess, like articulate or like he was a showman, he got people on his side. Not too dissimilar to how Trump is, I guess, but like whatever. Trump's not killing people, but like he was a showman and he got people on his side. And because everybody loved what he was saying and really agreed with him, like, yeah, like we don't deserve to be like kicked aside from the rest of the country. We're the best. And so they followed him like religiously. Like he was a god, dude, like the Führer, like mein
Yeah.
Führer, you know,
Yeah,
like it
yeah.
wasn't like Adolf.
But it backfired though,
Yeah.
obviously
Yeah.
for obvious reasons. But I went to Berlin, And I went on a tour. I said,
They're
this on
ashamed.
the podcast. They're fucking extremely ashamed,
Yeah,
bro.
Of course.
You bring up World War II and you bring up Hitler, man. Like they don't like it. Like
For
they're
sure.
ashamed. Like as a whole. And on the tour too. Like I did like a World War II Berlin tour, and we saw the bunker and all
I
that
would
stuff.
want to do that so bad. Like I want to go to Berlin for that reason. I
Yo.
want to go see like museums and
Actually, mental. I to this
I'm
day,
so interested
it
in that
was the
shit.
best tour I've ever done in my life. It was a walking tour too, so it was like a nice
So
4 or 5 hour
mental.
one. There's no bus. Leo was like, "Fuck." Yeah, it was a 4 or 5 hour tour, and the coolest part, bro, is like because first of all, Berlin got completely destroyed, so everything there is rebuilt.
yeah.
lot
Well,
of
like
it.
most countries, like most cities in
Yeah,
Europe.
like they're all rebuilt. Like
Yeah.
it looks like a modern city, but there are like there's still the old Berlin Wall. There's the new wall. And there's the old wall, and there's like I think the parliament or something is still there. I'm not sure if it's a parliament, but anyways, there's like the pillars, like the classic like Greek like looking pillars that hold up the building, and there's all the bullet holes still
so
on those
fucked up,
pillars,
man.
And on the tour, he's like, look, these are all the bullet holes, and people were literally like in action, like just fucking shooting everybody like right then and there. There's the Berlin Cathedral on the side, and there's that, and it's just like it's crazy, man. You see all the marks, like the floor is still fucked up, the holes everywhere all over the fucking walls, and like it's I don't know, it's fucked up, but it's cool to see, obviously, but it's fucked up.
I'm so interested in that shit, like that
Ah, it's
historical
sick,
aspect.
bro,
I
it's
remember
sick.
even in high school when we had our history class and we learned about World War One in high school for the first time. Like since then, it's always intrigued me as like this crazy, because it is, dude. It's this like massive world event that people take for granted, I think. And like you watch these like documentaries about World War II or just wars in general and the soldiers who like fought in them.
Yeah.
And like that's one of the reasons why when Canada Day comes or Remembrance Day comes and you have these people like, man, I've said it already on the podcast. It's like, man, we shouldn't celebrate it. It's like, nah, man, like shit happened in the past, yes, but we also live in one of the greatest countries of all time, and it's one of the greatest of all countries of all time because these people went through hell to fight for your freedom. You know what I mean?
If you watch that 70s show, man, Albert Foreman says,
Yeah.
like if I wasn't for me, you'd be fucking knee deep in fucking Nazi fucking whatever, you know? And
But
it's
dude,
true.
But that's what it is. Like
It's
he
true.
was like the ultimate supervillain. Like he was trying to take over the world,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
Like he wanted to.
He was like playing Risk, this guy, man.
literally.
Like,
Yeah.
He's like, I love this board game. Let's do it in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what he said.
That's
you know?
that's what's fucked up
If you're
about it.
interested, man, the thing is, this fucking sucks, but I forget like how Berlin, because there was East Berlin and West
Yeah.
Berlin. I forget how they united again. It was an accident that I know based off a speech that somebody said. I forget the details, but go Google it, bro.
Yeah.
It's so fucked up. It's so random but interesting.
That's what I'm gonna try and look up this week too. Is that Berlin Wall stuff? Like I know a lot about World War II. I don't know about like the
even Fanta. Fanta was created because Americans couldn't ship Coke to Germany or whatever drinks and whatever,
Oh,
so
yeah?
they created like a fake company,
That's so fucked up.
Fanta, but it was Coke. Coke owns Fanta.
That's so fucked
Was
up.
Like,
it
bro, like
Ronald Reagan?
No, it was in Germany.
Yeah, I know, but was it Ronald Reagan?
No, it wasn't Ronald Reagan. So many fun facts about Berlin, man. Like even,
But that's why I want to go so bad. Is like I want to do
it's
these
sick.
tours and
It's-
stuff. I
it's-
love
it's-
learning that historical
it's
aspect
so sick.
of different places.
it's so sick. Even another fun fact, you know that classic fucking picture of Michael Jackson holding a baby out the window of the hotel?
Yeah.
That's in Berlin too.
Is that
I was
really?
on tour, I was like, yeah, that's the hotel. That's the room where Michael Jackson was.
Oh, they love controversy in Berlin. Eh?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
yeah. But like honestly, bro, but like random. Hugo Boss, big company, super fucking elite, right? In terms of like clothing,
Yeah.
they made all the Nazi uniforms. Hugo Boss made Nazi uniforms.
They were pretty fucking fire though. The uniform. I'm not like like
But
if you
Hugo
look
Boss
at
takes quality. You understand
if
what
you
I'm
look
saying?
back at they were pretty slick, dude. You know what I mean? They were they were pretty
But
tight.
all these companies were involved, man. Like Hugo Boss was involved in like making Nazi fucking.
But it's
uniforms,
true. If you
man,
look at
that's
like
fucked.
the American Army uniforms, they look just like torn, like mud and shit. If you look at like the SS officers, like just straight
They have the
fucking
nice
shoulder
strap
pad, the
around.
strap. Yeah, like it's like it was
rich.
tight, you know?
It's
Like
rich.
if you didn't have like the fucking the Hitler
If
eagle
you
or
weren't
whatever.
if you weren't killing Jews, like it'd be cool, you know. But like you're killing Jews, so it's in that chill. But go listen to it, man. This speech, it was an accident, man. How like he freed them and shit.
Yeah, it's
So
fucked up.
sick.
I think we have to wrap this up now.
Yeah, I gotta go,
Yeah,
man.
it's 7:25.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in this week to Beyond the Bench. What are we?
Very
We're
good
2
looking
weeks
before.
out. We're 2 weeks out. Eh?
Very good
We're
looking.
2 weeks out from the merch. 2-3 weeks.
Yeah,
Ish,
ish,
whatever,
it
depending
delays
if
a bit,
everything
anyways.
comes in.
Yeah.
Merch coming out soon. New stuff. We're gonna have website, all the shit. So stay tuned.
Over here. You see me rubbing my
You see it? Look at him rubbing it. It's so nice.
Yeah, it's so fucking nice. Oh my god.
So
yeah.
anyway, we'll keep you tuned on that. Stay tuned on the Instagram page. I just want to say also, we hit fucking 500 this week. We hit 500 followers on the Instagram. It's not a lot, but I mean,
nice.
it's very nice. It's a nice feeling.
It's more than 2 years ago.
Yeah, definitely. It's a nice feeling. So thank you to everybody who follows, everybody who listens, everybody who watches. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, do it right now. Subscribe down there, like it, and we'll be back next week. The podcast about everything and absolutely nothing. Episode 67, January 14, 2020. Bye.
Go watch that thing on